Nerdrotic.com.
Hello, we made it. Hump day. What do you got there, Chris?
A ball, but someone's gonna take it away. Take the ball.
God,
It was mine. I had it first. Sorry, I don't have my Karen glasses on.
Here's the ball.
Where's your other one?
Exactly.
You only have
Come
one.
in pairs.
Oh my God, that Philly Karen thing was hilarious.
It was.
It was and had a happy ending.
Yeah, I kind of wish we were still talking about that, not the other thing that happened this week.
Yeah, no kidding.
I can't pronounce her name. What's her name? Irina.
Irina.
Yeah, that was horrible. That was freaking horrible. I'm glad more people are talking about it. Apparently, it's just a right-wing issue when somebody gets murdered. What happened to Slava Ukraine?
Right.
Where'd that go? Where in the
know.
hell? Zarasuska. If I mispronounce it, I apologize.
Zaruchka.
Yeah, they should start the ULM movement. Ukrainian Lives Matter.
They do.
ULM.
They do. Wow. Kind of a slow week in entertainment. So we're going to discuss Star Trek Day, which we didn't discuss yesterday, which was last Monday. And all I could say is like R.I.P. Star Trek. But we will be discussing some Star Trek stuff.
Good.
Of course, the big conversations, Red Letter Media and others dropped a video about the state of YouTube right now. We're going to talk about that. Maybe give a little unsolicited advice. Chris and I are known for doing that once in a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dad advice.
We'll give some dad advice. And Alien Earth, I want to talk. You only watched half the episode. I might spoil it for you, Chris. Sorry.
Well, I don't care if you do.
I saw Robert Meyer Burnett jumped off the train last night, and
No.
he's like, this episode they got stupid. Rob, I love you. They've been stupid all season. Okay, it's been dumb all. It's a bad show. How
is it any more stupid than it's been? It's bad.
It gets dumber. It does. It's unbelievable. And what's shocking is I didn't think it would be this bad. I was like Noah Hawley. I mean, this could be good, right? And there's like good ideas, horribly executed.
Well, they keep saying like, oh, these are kids in these adult size synth bodies. They just seem like normal Gen Z kids to me.
Yeah.
Like they really are that stupid. They seem like normal Gen Z, but they're like kids.
If I was Gen Z, I'd be offended. I'd be completely offended. This show's made for you. You're all retarded, you know?
Yeah.
And hey, we got to shout out to Gen Z in Nepal. Have you heard what's going on in Nepal?
No.
They are burning down their country right now, which is
why?
Because they shut off the internet.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
So there were some protests, by the way, Nepal, communist nation, because communist has never been tried before, guys. Communist nation. There was some protest outside of the communist gulag or hall or wherever the politicians meet, and the leaders decided to shut down the internet, and then some people were unalived, some kids were unalived, and it's gone crazy, absolutely gone crazy.
Yeah, just a little.
There's video of them like ripping down the hammer and sickle flag or whatever, and the communist leaders are being lifted out by helicopters, and their homes are being burned down right now. It is. Don't F with the internet. Don't do it. It's a really bad idea. France is jumping off too. I have no idea why. You never know. Like France will just live with a bunch of stuff and not care. But if you like put up speeding cameras, they will burn down their country, which I mean, kind of based. So, but holy crap. Wow. There's a great Grand Tour episode where they're in France. And then they start like, rioting for no reason. And then they're in the middle of a race and they stop for lunch. You know, it's a good episode. You got to see it. It's very French. Chris, how are you?
Doing great. Gary. Doing really good. Just kind of, it's a slog now. We are in the slog days where movies to cover are going to be. I mean, I already got advanced tickets for Tron Ares, so I'll be there.
I think it's going to flop.
I kind of get that feeling too.
It'll
look pretty and sound great and be stupid.
I was optimistic about it, but let's be real. Nine Inch Nails replacing Daft Punk. Now, Daft Punk still had it. Like when they did the soundtrack, they broke up and they were still like on top. Like they were. Nine Inch Nails. Has it even been a band for the last 20 years?
I mean, they do. Trent Reznor does movie soundtracks.
He does.
And he does it with that guy Atticus. So,
yeah, and he's pretty good. But is it you know, but then it looks like it's going to be a bunch of girl bosses. It just does.
Yeah.
I hope it's not. The visuals look pretty good. I hope it's great, but I have a feeling it's not going to do very well.
We are in the death throes of see, I was talking to someone last night about a movie that I just saw called One Battle After Another that is part like Leo DiCaprio is great in the movie. He's really good as a freaking dimwit Antifa guy that is pussy whipped by his black girlfriend who he has a child with. Anyways, he can't remember the password to tell these people to meet at a rendezvous point. That takes up the first 2/3 of the movie. It's actually very funny. The movie's very funny. Benicio del Toro's great. Sean Penn plays a great white supremacist a-hole. But the problem is this. There are really bad Hollywood cliches and stereotypes that people have pushed back against that were bad, right? But they've replaced them with new, equally bad, I would say worse stereotypes, like the girl boss. Based on the identity of the character, you can guess the outcome of the story based on what they look like. Are they a black pregnant woman? You can guess where it's going to go. Are they of a certain race or a certain type of character? Whatever. Are they a white dude who looks a certain way? He's the bad guy. They've got new bad stereotypes in movies that have replaced the old ones, but all these stereotypes suck. So I would just say PTA, Paul Thomas Anderson, his last film, Licorice Pizza, which I loved. Great music, romance. It was very heterosexual, funny, weird. It captured a certain era and a certain place in time. But this has gone full what he thinks Hollywood wants him to be, almost to make up for that movie. Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely.
What he thinks Hollywood wants him to be. Not to mention that the protagonists in the film are like Antifa people that bomb ICE facilities to help release illegals. And they're the heroes of the film. Kind of bad timing, because I would say based on current political climate, most people would not be in favor of that. So that is that's also the backdrop to the film. It's not all about that. It's really more about Leo and his daughter. He wants his daughter back. So it's a father-daughter story. That part I connected with. The humor was great. The backdrop, this movie is going to bomb hard, and they're going to push it for awards. I have no idea. I think Hollywood will like it. The rest of the country is going to say F off with this kind of movie, especially now.
The only thing I remember from the trailer is pronouns and a pregnant woman at a shooting range.
Right. Well, the pronouns is played as a joke.
Okay,
it
kind of looked that way.
He's like the disconnected dad that's like, hey, I'm trying to connect with my daughter and be cool. They, them. He doesn't understand it. That's funny. I like that. But and Leo's phenomenal.
Well, he
in
shouldn't
the film.
understand it. It shouldn't be played as him not understanding it. It should be played that it's stupid, but they're going to play it like he's dumb for not understanding it.
But no, he's not dumb. He really wants his daughter to like him, and he's trying with her. But a lot of stuff that Gen Z does is, to be fair, pretty stupid. So he's, at least from where I sit. But
does she go into Does she go into battle pregnant?
Her mom does.
Her mom goes in the.
Yeah.
Okay, so her mom's pregnant. Her mom's the pregnant woman?
Yeah.
And she goes in the battle pregnant.
Correct.
So there's that effing fetish, that weird fetish of pregnant women in battle is just one of the most bizarre Hollywood things I have witnessed in the last few years.
What's funny is they did a Q&A after
they
the
don't
movie,
even like babies.
The whole cast was there. Leo, Benicio, Sean Penn, the cast. And I filmed the Q&A. I'll put it on my channel. But the actress said, I wouldn't have done all those things that my character did. Like, she didn't agree. Like, I would not do that as a mother. I wouldn't be shooting guns while I'm pregnant. Like, and the sound, I mean, you need to see it. It's the last gasp of woke to me.
I had it earmarked as soon as I saw the pregnant woman in battle thing. I'm like, I gotta check this out because we can go down the line, and we have in previous videos, and you have too, Chris, of where it's come up in comic books. Obviously, it was an Avatar. Right. It's in a bunch of stuff. What was it? The Wheel of Time, where the pregnant woman's in armor, in pregnant armor. And it's like, what is up with this? I know you're trying to like show feminism. It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's written by a bunch of gay men who've never been around pregnant women before. Well,
that's like that Sex in the, oh my God. I hate watched, and just like that, didn't finish it, but watched some episodes with my girlfriend.
Gotcha.
I can't, I'm like, there's nothing to watch. We have to see something dumb. That show is like a gay man's view of what a woman is. Not a woman would never make choices like that, especially women at that age. But it's a gay man's fetish of this is how women act. It is colossally dumb. By the way,
if they acted that way, you would understand why the dudes were gay.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the Dylan Mulvaney doing, this is what a girl acts like.
Like the gay guys might have a point.
It's a weird fetish. But I did, on the plus side, Dexter Resurrection was awesome. They stuck the landing. Peter Dinklage is great. It's so good. It's if you loved old Dexter, not lumberjack Dexter. I didn't watch any. Don't even bother watching any of the. I hear New Blood is good. I mean, it's like a prequel. I may watch that, but Resurrection was so good. Have you ever seen that video? It's from a long time ago. I should show it to you. It's like every Dexter episode in 1 minute. I gotta find it for you.
I've seen that video. Yes,
you've seen it. Yeah,
yes.
It's funny.
It's funny. It's funny.
It's
funny. And it's right. And it's now that it's done. I just never caught up to it, and I have time to watch it. I'm gonna watch it. As was he's all, dude, it was so good.
Yes, he saw. Yeah. Did you see the finale? The finale was last week. It's good. It's just back to Dexter. He's the Punisher with a knife. I mean, I like that. He is a hero that kills, and I love it. It was
is so cool.
I loved most of the first season. 1 and 4, season 1 and 4 the best, but
yeah.
Really John clever.
4 is Trinity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
John season was so good.
He's the best.
It meandered, but I love the character, and the Resurrection is back.
It didn't meander as bad as anything we watch now. Like it is all meander. As Paul Chato says, it's all unrolling the sausage like slowly, and it's rancid and gross.
Alien Earth. The worst.
Hey, thanks, lady.
You're getting coffee?
Yeah.
I never get coffee delivered.
You're the best, Mama.
Oh man.
Hang on. Sip of coffee, please.
There you go.
First
it's so good when it hits your lips. Geek Grind Coffee. So what do you want to start with? You want to start with YouTube? Let's just start.
Yeah, do YouTube stuff.
We'll get the business stuff out first. So,
Yeah.
I've talked to a lot of YouTubers about this, and YouTube has made, and then they warned us, YouTube has made about 3 years worth of changes in about 4.5 months. What happens, and like, I apologize in advance. I completely agree with Red Letter Media. Is the reason I don't make videos on this and don't talk about it that at all on streams is you guys don't want to hear this shit. You really don't. You really don't. This is YouTuber problems, but it is kind of affecting you in this way, and that's why I think this one's worth talking about. So every year, YouTube would make 1 or 2 changes to their algorithm, right? And it takes about a month to work out. They work out the kinks, patch comes up, then it's fine, right? You also have to count things in our sphere. There's not a lot of movies coming out right now. Streaming shows kind of suck. It's kind of a chaotic year. It's post-election, whatever. So you have to count all those things. But the most noticeable change was Adpocalypse 1 and 2, which were pretty bad. The worst time I've ever seen it was the month before the election of 2020, where they just turned a faucet off on everybody, which was noticeable because it's the only month I didn't lose any subs, but I didn't get any. It was a goose egg. It was a 0 for the month, which was insane and almost impossible. But they usually work things out, and I don't bitch about YouTube because they're the people I talk to are generally pretty nice, but we can't deny there are a bunch of leftists. We can't deny that a bunch of them had to take a day off after the election last year to regroup and meditate and whatever they had to do. So that's still there too. We did hear the bullshit from the CEO that we're going to be less censorious, and they have been. Yeah, they have been until recently. So Red Letter Media got a video age restricted, and this caused them to make drop a video Sunday night, I think it was. So the changes they've made are changing the AI algorithm. They've been trying to remove bots. I think all platforms across the board, I think they're even coordinating, trying to get rid of the bot problem. They're trying to get out of this is my guess. They're trying to get out ahead of the bot problem while it's still somewhat backed by humans, because the bot problem, when AI is implemented, once you implement AI for your program, they can too. And it will be demonstrably worse. And so there's that going on in the background. And I'm sure they're advertisers. If I was an advertiser, I'd want full transparency of any of these platforms. I'd be all like, I need to know if people are actually clicking on these ads, if they're watching these ads, how much they're watching these ads, and it's not just a bunch of bots. So I'm sure that has something to do with it too. I haven't talked to my partner manager yet, but it's definitely happened, and they could patch this and fix it in a month. That's usually the case. But you see a lot of people, when Red Letter Media makes a video, that's kind of you're kind of like, oh shit, wow. That'd be like Jeremy Johns making a video going, my YouTube is broken.
Right. If the thing that bums me out about their video is they have to set everything up. Now, we never do
We're
this.
Not like the rest of the guys.
Other people do it.
We're not like we don't do this. Yeah.
Just do it. You don't need to give the caveat that we never do it. That's why I find it's really annoying, even with their Superman review. Now we're going to separate ourselves by these people shitting on Superman as we also shit on Superman. Like,
who cares?
Just say what you think. Don't, if you align with people maybe they don't want to be aligned with, it's fine. It doesn't matter. No one cares.
No,
it bugs me because I like them.
It's fine. It's fine to make a video on it if you want. I think all they had to say was, "Hey, you guys, this isn't like really your problem, and you don't want to hear that." That part I agree with. Part I agree with. Like, we're here to entertain and stuff like that. So that's great. But Shad's going to make a video. He's already done it. Like
I watched his.
Yeah. And and Clownfish has made videos. A bunch of people have made videos, and we'll see if it gets worked out or not. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and hit the panic button. What I would suggest. Well, it's really a bad time to be, if you want to be a hobbyist for content creation, that's great, and that's what I highly recommend. It's a fun hobby. But if you were a channel that just started like a year ago and you started taking off and all of a sudden they just went, you're probably panicking. What I would suggest is enjoy this while it, be grateful. I am grateful. I'll use my statements. I'm very grateful for everything YouTube has provided me over the years, and that's thanks to you guys, and it is gravy. This is all great. Whoever watches a stream, it's been brilliant. And it will continue to be brilliant. I have no intention of stopping. And, I've been through this stuff before, but maybe we could give a little unsolicited advice, Chris, to other content creators out there who are younger. The older ones should know better, but who are younger and getting into this, don't live beyond your means.
Yes. Yep.
Don't be in debt. Don't get yourself in debt. Don't take that first YouTube check and buy a new car.
Don't finance DoorDash. You can finance. That's dumb. You should shop, learn to cook.
Just relatively good life advice for everyone, not just content creators.
I can cook basics, and I eat well.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Yeah. You don't, I can go down the road on this one. If you do need a new car, don't buy a brand new car. Buy a 3-year-old car, minimum 30,000 miles. You can go up to 50. Nowadays, you can go up to 50,000 miles. Most cars don't require oil changes for 5,000 miles minimum. They tell you 3. That's full of shit. Use synthetic oil. You're fine. If you're going to invest in something, don't get a fucking car. Try to invest in where you're living. Invest in shelter, not a fucking car. All right. I have the same car. I drive the same damn car I've been driving my whole time on YouTube. Haven't bought a new car. I like my car, as a matter of fact. Don't live beyond your means, and nothing lasts forever. I've been saying that since 2020. If you've been with the streams with me, this could end any day.
Yeah.
This can end any day. You know that if you're a content creator, that should be locked in your head. Don't worry what other people are doing. Compete against yourself. You know who I got that advice from? It was on a video from The Quartering about 6 years ago.
Really?
And I thought that's really good advice. Compete against yourself. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Yes. Don't concern yourself. Mind your business. That's what I learned in prison. Yeah. Oh, and I would say use the prison rules, Chris. Don't mess. I'm going to use all of them.
Don't drop the soap.
So yeah. So how you stay out? Well, that too. How you stay out of trouble in prison was don't mess with the gays, don't mess with drugs, don't mess with gambling, and you'll probably be fine.
Yeah.
You'll probably be fine.
And maybe when it comes to gaming, just on the occasion, maybe game, occasionally, but that's a whole other rabbit hole of like time waste right there.
Enriching your life. Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you're streaming and making money at it, probably recreationally. I don't know. I game rarely, maybe a couple times a month, but it's not a regular.
It's fun once in a while.
Yeah.
But you know what you do and I do every day and X-Ray, we go out for a little walks. We get our 5-mile, 6-mile walks in.
That's right.
Super healthy. I'm really happy. When COVID came down and my wife lost her business, we had to rely on YouTube income during COVID, right? And it wasn't anything that I ever. I approach my YouTube shows. I'm just going to talk about what I'm going to talk about, and we can certainly. There's an application I have for my videos. Like, okay, first is, do I care? And then how well, will this fit in my channel? And sometimes I do something that's kind of not fitting in my channel because I don't care because I care about it too much. Like anytime you talk about transmissions, you're going to get suppressed. You just are.
Yeah.
100%. Don't care in certain cases. But yeah, what we did, because we worked for years and years and years and years, decades, to put ourselves in a position for success, we got the fuck out of California. It was a terrible place. It was an awful place, and it's a terrible place. It's an awful place. It's a prison with nice weather. That's getting worse. And we put ourselves in a position for success by not having a debt, not fucking buying all this, it certainly helps that I don't drink, I don't do drugs, and I don't gamble. It really does. Little bit of a toy thing, but like, I haven't bought that many toys this year because I can't fit them. But that's one thing that brings me joy that, I can afford, but I certainly just stopped doing. And the thing is, save your money. Save your money. Certainly helps.
Yeah. I think for me, the thing that stuck most was the 50-30-20. So 50% goes to living, food, 30 goes to saving, 20 goes to fun.
Yep.
20%.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's cool when fun is part of the job.
That's
like
what
seeing movies.
That's the thing is because you can that's one of the things I'm grateful for when I go to a con, when I go any streaming service I pay for, any movie I go to see, I can write them all off. It's all for content. It's all for research. I could do that in the comic store too. But
although Gary, we're not going to be having fun in LA because
why?
I pitched 3 panels.
Oh,
and unfortunately, I'm not going to say my channel's under attack, but LA Comic-Con 2025. Thank you for submitting a panel for Los Angeles Comic-Con 2025. The second year in a row, we received a record-breaking number of applications. While our panel schedule is now full, we encourage you to apply again next year. Blah, 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 blah,
that's
blah.
2 years in a row.
2 years in a row,
yeah.
Locked out. They don't want me. That's it. They just don't want. And by the way, the previous year, we packed panels. Our panel was standing room only. It was very diverse, which I guess, I don't know, do they like that or not? Diverse only if you say certain things. Paulie from Latino Slant was on our panel. Dante James from Verbal Riot. We had
you haven't gotten a panel since we did our panel together.
Yeah. So we did that panel at LA Comic-Con in I don't know. It was like 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
And it was like, this is great. Let's come back every year. And do panels. And maybe someone complain. And by the way, when we looked at the group of people at the panel, it was a very diverse audience, actually.
Yeah, they don't care. No, these people just don't like you.
And I even said, I said, are you sure? And I CC'd the woman who owns it. Didn't hear a thing.
Okay.
Crickets. So.
No LA Comic-Con.
So anyone asking, will I be at LA Comic-Con? No.
Nope. But real quick, back to YouTube. We will see if it works itself out. Seeing bigger creators talk about it, I think, is the only thing we're going to get changed because something did happen. I can promise you what my partner manager is going to tell me. He's a nice guy, and he can only know so much anyway. Everything's fine. And that's what people's partner manager have already told them. But when you see, like, it's not just a sphere that this is affecting. It's affecting absolutely everybody. So, and it's affecting the up-and-coming creators probably the most. That would be probably the most, which really sucks. But we'll see. We'll keep you updated. I have a good relationship with my partner manager. He's a really cool dude and really does try to help and doesn't like upsell me on shit. Once I told him stop upselling me on stuff, he did. I just said, please stop. Can we talk about like the channel and stuff? And I don't obsessively go over my analytics like at all because knowing my nature, I would just get it would be a rabbit hole for me and I get all OCD on it and I'm just like what happens and I kind of run YouTube by my gut feeling for the most part, and it's worked out for me just fine. And again, I'm thankful for all of you. We're fine, so we're good. But I definitely I've talked to, I don't want to say out loud who I've talked to, but like YouTubers, lots of big YouTubers, and most of it is just like, God, they're doing this a lot this year. What the fuck, and this year, weird things, like really weird things have happened. I'll give you an example. A YouTuber bigger than me put out a video, got 1 million views, lost subs.
What?
That's and it's 1 million views, and it's not like iDubbbz putting out a fucking cringe video that'll get 1 million views and just downvoted to hell. It was a video that this person put out, 1 million subs, had about a 97% like to dislike ratio. Lost subs. That's impossible. That's impossible. It's utterly impossible. So yeah, weird stuff going on. And it's really inconsistent. And I think Shad talked about it in his video. It's kind of up and down all over the place. And that's probably some new algorithm trying to figure itself out. There's the restricted mode thing. I don't know if that's a thing. I went in incognito mode to check out my channel, and it's fine. So it wasn't automatically turned on. It may be automatically turned on for some people. When you turn restricted mode on my channel, I think I lose my Superman review for some reason, which did well.
Wow.
Which did well. So it makes no sense. And 6 months of Friday Night Tights.
Whoa.
Not surprised there.
So
I'm surprised any episode.
Dude, the only new one was DK. Everything else, it was 6. And you know who the last one was? Gundam. Gundam of all people. So just when I saw that, I'm like,
Must have been a really tame episode.
The thing is, though, they're all like, well, not all. A couple of them are age restricted, but they're all fine. They're all green and they're all fine. We're testing a video right now. We're doing a supercut, and it's so it's a supercut is our compilations, and we try to I put new work into it and kind of make it a thesis, right? Of like, hey, this is what I was talking about for 2 years, and it could be a review or whatever. You'll find out what it is tomorrow, I think. So Garrett's testing it, and he's uploading it, and it's getting hit for copyright claim on music. So I go to the original video, fine. And Garrett's response was the best. It's different year, different bots. And you're right. So yeah, it's crazy right now. And if anything changes, I'll let you know. It's probably the last time I talk about it. But yeah, there's definitely something going on. And that's why it's always good. There's some lyrics from the Doors, Chris. Words to live by. The future's uncertain and the end is always near. Live life to the fullest, baby.
Yeah. I'll drink to that.
But not here, baby. Not here. So that sucks that you got stonewalled from the con.
It is what it is. First of all, I'm grateful that I would do 3-4 panels in the past. I showed Attack of the Doc at LA Comic-Con. I kicked off my Kickstarter there. We did a panel on G4 and Attack of the Show. And I'm like surprised. I would bring people every year. They'd say, are you going to be there? What are your panels? And so I would do a little graphic that would say the time in the room, and just, it's easier for me to do a graphic. Meet me there. We'll hang out. And I like to be completely shut out. I mean, I get like Comic-Con in San Diego, I get 1 panel, but every year I would get a guaranteed 3 panels, and I was busy.
So
1 is fine. I don't mind. I think, and have all the diversity you want. Have the
They do. They still have they have diversity driven DEI panels. They'll have one this year. 4 people will show up.
Right.
I remember back in the day when your boy Zach was Zach, he was at Comic-Con and I was there too. And we'd emailed twice. This is 2017. There was a panel called Diversity in Comics. And I'm like, dude, you got to go to that panel. He didn't respond. That's fine. He probably thought I was some crazy person. But I guess he thinks that now. But I don't care. So I went to this Diversity in Comics panel, and it was they were, I think the publisher was called Lion something. I can't even remember now. It's been so long. Yeah. But the publisher came out and said straight up in front of everybody, if you're not a black person writing black stories or an Asian person writing Asian stories, it's a hard pass. I'm not going to hire you. Out loud. And then people went,
oh yeah.
It's like, that is against the law, you dumb bitch. You know, and I was like, and that's what we were, and there was like 20 people in there. But yeah, it's all activists, and it's all the like usual suspect activists and how they look. Still not as bad as the fucking Antifa panel that Garrett and I went to at New York Comic Con.
What?
You didn't know about this?
No.
Garrett might still have video of it, where they did land acknowledgments and all this other stupid shit. It was unbelievable. So they had it was basically fighting fascism in comic books, and it was an Antifa panel. And they were arguing over identity, and Garrett's got some video, or had some video of it. He was going to do it for Crowder, and Crowder didn't want to go ahead with it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was nuts. And that was 2019. So that was right before COVID. Before COVID.
I think we've reached a point where people are tired of this shit. We're tired of all this. And it was weird. It struck me like, I don't know, I turned on Hulu or HBO Max, and there's some new documentary series on incels. They're really trying to make white people scary. And I'm being like,
no,
it's like, it's clearly an agenda.
Dude, they've been doing this for years. They need white people to be Nazis. They need them to be the enemy. They need it badly because they've been building up this fucking narrative for years, and it turns out it's wrong. And it turns out that the real villain is on the left, like it always has been. The real authoritarians are on the fucking left. They're the ones trying to be censorious. Macron, after watching what happened in Nepal, Macron was considering turning off the internet to stop the protests because they're blocking freeways and setting shit on fire. And believe me, it'll probably end the same way if they do that. So these are the authoritarians. The left just arrested a comedian in a fucking airport for jokes on Twitter, for posts on Twitter, you know, and made a big show of it. And it was dictated to the Metropolitan Police by some politician. And, you know, like, I don't know how suing the government goes in the UK. It usually doesn't go well here. You're wasting your time. But it's crazy what's going on. So they've always thought there was a Nazi around the corner, and it's their version of the Satanic Panic. And it always has been. It's their version of the Satanic Panic. It's the Nazi panic. The problem is they can't find any. We can give you a couple of results just in the last week of hate crimes of black people killing white people. What you can't find an example of is a group or an organization that is actively running around the streets trying to take out POCs. You can't find. And a lot of the times we've seen swastikas painted somewhere, or some fucking retard NASCAR driver thinks he sees a noose when it's just a loop to pull down your fucking, you know, they're looking for shit. They're making up shit to push their fucking narrative. Yeah. Are there white supremacists? Of course. Like 10. There's like, what are they going to do? Right. They're powerless. I heard our good friend Adrian Curry on her stream this morning talking about the Aryan Brotherhood. They're on prison. That's a prison gang. Yeah. They're not getting out. They're not going to do much in prison either. They're fucking outnumbered. So, but they're there. And there's pockets of it, but it's insignificant compared to Antifa and all the communist shit out there, which is the real threat, by the way. Just so you know. But Hollywood's been pushing this narrative forever, Chris. There's an incel bad guy in the Batman.
Right.
How many times?
God, so
what's Peacemaker? Peacemaker was all about.
Yeah.
What's season 1 and 2 of Peacemaker? It's racism. Did you see the last episode?
No, I really don't like that show.
It's not good.
I don't understand why people like it.
Well, it turns out that other dimension is just, it looks like it's only white people. And it looks like the reason his dad is happy and loves him is because it's a dimension of only white people.
Yeah. We'll see. You pointed that out, but I wonder if they will get into that.
Find out tomorrow.
Maybe. God, I hope not. Because it would be funny. It'd be funny as hell. It'd be funny as hell. You want to pull up that Star Trek stuff, Chris?
Oh, yeah. You're going to love it, Gary. You're going to love it. Okay. I have a playlist of, I just save random weird stuff about Star Trek. So let me bring up one video. This is, okay. I got it. What the? Dang it.
What's the matter? Well, you pull. I'll read a couple super chats while you're pulling that up.
I'm trying to cue this up.
Are you trying to cue it up? You need a producer. I'm just kidding.
I'm my producer. Okay.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Okay, let me. All right.
Shlomi Leaner for $19.99 says, I am reading Batman Nightfall, and I'm up to part 3 where Bane breaks Bruce's back. Spoilers, Shlomi. Come on. Which was so awesome to see. Do you think we will see something like this in the DCU? Yeah, and it'll be horribly adapted. Enjoy it in its source material. Enjoy it. But we've already seen Bane break Batman's back. He did it in The Dark Knight Rises. Fanfiction.net has a lot of outright bad fanfics on it. TFW for 20 Australian dollars. That is the least surprising news I have ever heard in my entire life. Some good what ifs, like the comics and well-written gems. Next to doubt. It also has a lot of new inspired writers testing and developing their skills. That's good. That's fine.
All right,
So,
is this ready?
I'm not saying it shouldn't exist. I'm saying I will never go there, and it should not ever become mainstream writing. I thought you were going to show me Star Trek stuff, Chris.
I thought this looks like
now,
Neutron.
Gary,
I thought you were going to show me Star Trek stuff, Chris.
Gary, Monday was Star Trek Day.
It was.
And the official Star Trek announced 3 trailers. This is the first. It's Star Trek Scouts for Nick Jr. It's under a minute.
Which is Paramount.
It's under a minute.
We'll get hit for this, but it doesn't matter. Let's go.
Okay, well, clip it. Here we go.
This is why you got to watch live.
All right, Scouts, it's asteroid blasting time.
Your mission is to discover, grow, and boldly go.
Activate the asteroid deflector wheel on it like a comet, JR.
Oh, it's a giant rubber
That
ducky.
didn't work. Reacher mode, reach! Whoa! Awesome! It's a Targ from Planet Kronos. 10 seconds to impact. No time to waste then. Holy cow!
Chris, I can say without a doubt, unequivocally, which I can't say. This is the most sophisticated Star Trek I've seen in the Kurtzman era.
They all have pets: a pig, a turtle, and a dog.
Yeah, I mean, like, I really can't tell the difference between this and Star Trek Discovery and Strange New Worlds. They're the same picture. Where's the meme? They're the same picture.
Well, there were 2 other videos that dropped.
Yeah,
I don't know if you want
but
to see
like,
those.
we'll watch this and I'll give you my thoughts on Skydance.
God dang it. Freaking YouTube shit.
It's your volume's down. Here, wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can do this. Okay. This is only 15 seconds, Gary.
Okay, let's go.
This is the thing people were most excited about for Star Trek.
Star Trek Lego? Okay, cool. I like Lego.
That's it. Star Trek Lego.
Wow.
That is
Star Trek
happening.
Day is full of stunning announcements, Chris. I can't understand why I just completely ignored and missed all of this.
Oh my god.
And then there was a Star Trek Day video, like a montage,
Okay.
under a minute. You want to watch this?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, here we go.
We came seeking friendship. That's what the Starship is all about. That's why we're aboard.
Can't believe Kirk is in this.
Do you realize how rare a show like this is? Social commentary with rubber masks and buried metaphors. Science fiction.
Science fiction. This is fucking terrible.
We get to reach for the stars. We get to reach for the best in ourselves.
Are we going to do it
We
together?
get to reach for each other.
For each other?
We are the crew of the USS Enterprise. But more than that, we're your family. Wherever you go, we go.
Oh wow! They put in the show they shit canned for Star Trek Academy.
Oh my god. Anyways, that we got those are the 3 videos they dropped for Star Trek Day. A kids show on Nick, a Lego Star Trek game they announced, and a montage of fans at cons. It's dead, Jim. It's dead.
It's really dead. It's
really dead.
Any
It's
hope?
really dead.
Well, I guess the hopes of fans. I guess the best we can hope for is Skydance comes in. Nepo Baby, who runs Skydance. I know Robert likes him. I guess he knows him. Fucking Nepo Baby. His dad's a billionaire. Okay, Daddy, buy me a studio. Okay, I mean, like, I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. If I had a dad with $1 bazillion, I'd go, Dad, buy me a studio. Awesome, great. So he's in charge, and the best he could do was take everything Kurtzman. It kind of sucked, but everything Kurtzman, across the board, even Picard season 3, which I like, and put it in another universe, or erase it from canon completely. Enterprise, you stop it. I'll give Enterprise. I know Enterprise is, like, a lot of people liked it, and it looks better compared to Kurtzman Trek, but I still have, like, it's fine. It's fine.
The best idea for a Star Trek series came from fans. The 2 best ideas.
Yep.
Axanar
okay.
was a good idea.
Yeah.
Burnett's involved in that. It's a good idea of how did the neutral zone get created? What happened? What were the events?
No.
What was the war? And they played it like a doc series. The second idea that was great was Star Trek Continues. Let's finish the 5-year mission. Let's recast new actors. Let's do it in the style of the old Trek. Let's do season 4 and 5 of what would have been. Those are 2 brilliant ideas for shows.
Yep.
Everything that we've gotten from Paramount has been bad. It's been bad in all the ways. Like, can you imagine how cool it would be? Like, even that DS9 episode where they go back, it's all accurate to exactly what it looked like.
Yep.
You don't need to update. They do period pieces. They do shows and series. They're period pieces in the 1900s, 1800s. Why not do a period piece of the original series? That's what Star Trek Continues was. It was great. It was great.
It was. And Axanar was a great idea. When Robert was involved, man, that thing was awesome. Was awesome.
Yeah.
Then it went to shit and it killed fan films. But CBS killed fan films, even though
they did.
The shenanigans with Axanar didn't help. Because somebody was probably making money off that. You shouldn't make money off of fan films, or at least
right.
be better at hiding it. that CBS put the kibosh on fan films, which really that's the moment they kind of killed the fandom, right? And then they produced so much shit. You can't come back from this, even if you say, okay, it's all in another universe. So Nepo Baby comes in and goes, we're going to put it in its different timeline. We'll put it in the Kelvin timeline or wherever. You totally can. It would make more sense because the tech never matched up. At least Alien Earth, the craftspeople involved in that show, the artists, the people who make the sets, they're genius. They are really fucking good. It's just a shame that everything around it's retarded. But what Star Trek did was attack the fans. It turned itself into a platform. It's something Alex Kurtzman said, we want to use it as a platform. And they started campaigning for presidents. I don't want to see anybody from my favorite science fiction show campaigning for any president as a group representing the show. Individual, you can do whatever you want. But as representing the show, I don't want to see that from either side. I just want to, it's escapism. And I want to be immersed in that. And the people in charge of Star Trek right now, Alex Kurtzman and JJ hate each other now. They absolutely hate each other. Yes.
Wow. Why?
Over Star Trek.
Oh.
Yeah, it's over Star Trek. They can't stand each other. And Kurtzman knows nothing about it. It was Roberto Orsi, who was the Star Trek fan, who passed away, may he rest in peace. And he even produced some of the bad Star Trek, Into Darkness. But it's the way they have treated half the fandom. It is the way they have told stories. It is the way they've... Star Trek just rips other stuff off. Go to Major Grin on YouTube, and he's got an entire channel to show you how much Kurtzman has ripped off from not just Star Trek novels without giving credit, but other Star Trek shows, Mass Effect. They've used stock footage in Picard season 1. It's like just they ripped off the MCU. They made fucking Michael Burnham Ironheart before Ironheart was there. It's just
right.
And they're doing it to this day with Strange New Worlds. Didn't they just remake Arena with the lesbian? So like it's cringe. It's terrible. And everybody talks. It's Platoon. Little Platoon had the best description of it. It's Star Trek for theater kids. It's trying to make Star Trek Buffy, right? And it's broken. So even if you erase all of it, we've still seen it. I said that about the Disney trilogy. You can erase the Disney trilogy. We saw it. You can't take that away. And even if they completely course correct and say they start with Dave Cullen did a video about this. They do a Archer series, right? Which wouldn't super excite me, and they tried to be earnest and try to be Star Trek again. You won't get all your fandom back. You're not going to get all your fandom. You'll get a small percentage back because you've lost generations. Star Trek was already aging out, and what they tried to make Star Trek was what it wasn't. They tried to make it Star Wars.
Right.
And Star Trek is niche. It's never going to be as big as Star Wars, but it had a passionate fan base that stuck with it for decades, and you killed the golden goose. That would have... The merchandise sales for Star Trek were always strong. Strong. Even when they weren't making any Star Trek, it was strong. And it was JJ. Midnight's Edge has done a bunch of good videos on this. It was JJ came in and did the 25% different thing and fucked up the merchandise, and it's never recovered. To the point where Paramount... which they consider this a jewel in their crown, is they're still $15 billion in debt. They're still in debt. And I haven't heard them say a thing about getting rid of Kurtzman, which should have been the first thing Ellison did, is we will not be renewing his contract, which it's supposed to be up this year, right? But we got a Star Trek show coming out next year, so I don't know how true that is. And they're going to get two seasons of Star Trek Academy. Remember, Star Trek Academy, we got that instead of Legacy, a show I might have actually been interested in somewhat, from Terry Matalas. Terry Matalas wanted to do it. Kurtzman did not. Well, I can't give all the details, but half-assed the offer, basically low-balled the shit out of him so it could sound like Matalas turned it down. But it was just, Picard season 3 wasn't shot. It'll never be in 4K because it wasn't shot that way. I think it was shot in 2K or something like that. And you notice the entire season is a bottle season. It all takes place because Patrick Stewart got like $1 million an episode, and that took a lot of their budget up. And they still made a 7 out of 10 watchable series that I liked. And they did something Star Wars never did. They put the original crew on the D.
Yes, it was great. That's third season. I'd love to see it cut down into like a movie or like a trilogy, you know, like something.
But
those 10 episodes are so good.
But instead, we got Star Trek Academy, which was pitched as Harry Potter Star Trek.
So bad.
So they're trying to make Marvel Star Trek, Star Wars Star Trek, Harry Potter Star Trek. Might be going out on a limb here, Chris, but I would suggest Star Trek.
That would be good. Like the bottle episodes are some of the best.
Yeah.
Like the drama, like the science behind it. They were morality tales. It was partially a Western, wagon train to the stars.
Yeah.
Get back to the core. In the way that Dexter Resurrection gets back to what that show is, a vengeful serial killer that only kills people who really deserve it. It's Dexter is the Punisher with a knife, right? It's that's what it is. Get back to the basics of what made the show so popular, and they can't seem to do it.
No.
All the Star Trek Scouts, the Lego Star Trek, although the Lego games are kind of fun, the Star Wars ones or whatever. Batman, I played Batman and Star Wars in Lego. They're fun. That's your announcement on Star Trek.
Dude, I what do you think? Like,
pathetic.
Their 60th anniversary is coming up, and how are they selling? Is a movie coming out? Are we going to get Star Trek? It's not leading up to anything. Best anniversary of a show ever was Doctor Who for the 50th. They knocked that thing out of the park. That was a banger. They built up for it for a year. They did the 5 Doctors special, which was really fun. They did some shorts bringing back Paul McGann. Unfortunately, Christopher Eccleston wouldn't come back, which would have made it hit harder. But John Hurt was great as the War Doctor. Tom Baker's cameo was, dude, I still get goosebumps thinking about it. That was so good. And the way it ended was kind of a perfect ending for Doctor Who. I love Capaldi and stuff, but if you just ended it right there where like, I'm going to find Gallifrey, boom. It was so good. Star Wars has it. Oh shit. So next year is Star Trek 60th. And then the following year is Star Wars 50th. And they're not going to do anything. They're not, re-release they're going
to re-release Star Wars, but not the theatrical version.
But not
I will say
theatrical
this:
version.
you could black pill on all this stuff, but let me just say, Gary, I just got a press release.
Okay.
There's light at the end of the tunnel. It's a straight white line, and I'll say it leads to this. We've seen Cocaine Bear. Cocaine Shark also exists. And now a new series.
Cocaine Godzilla?
From Mark Wahlberg's Unrealistic Ideas, Cocaine Quarterback.
Well, that dude
is coming to Prime Video.
Oh my God.
Original series, September 25th, Cocaine Quarterback. I don't know what it is.
That cannot be real. What is that poster? Is terrible.
Like
real
parody.
Look, it looks like AI. I got the email, Gary. This is real.
Oh, okay.
You know what? This is better than Dick Toes, okay?
Dick Toes. I don't know about that. Dick Toes. It's hard to top that.
But
Cocaine Quarterback is a real show.
This will be better than Kurtzman Trek. This will be better than Kurtzman Trek. It'll be better. It'll be better than the Savant.
That looks like such a bad.
What Cocaine Quarterback? Dude, Cocaine Quarterback could be any quarterback in the fucking league right now. Okay. And it was definitely every quarterback in the 70s. Every single one. Terry Bradshaw. Everybody.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Dan Fouts never did cocaine.
Anyways,
Anyway,
so don't
anyways,
black pill. If Star Trek is bad, we've got cocaine quarter.
you can't
So
you can't blame the
there we
fans
go.
for blackpilling because they earned it. Like the reason the fans have been speaking up, Chris, is because they didn't want to blackpill it. They cared more about the legacy of Star Trek and Star Wars and Doctor Who than the people who own them and paid billions of dollars and wanted to make money. And all of that criticism that they were conflating with the toxic fans, there was a lot of really legit criticism with some really fucking good ideas. Dude, Mike from Red Letter Media always comes up with good ideas. Robert Meyer Burnett always comes up with better ideas for Star Trek. These are two people you should be talking to about Star Trek if you actually want it to exist still and want people to like it. Fans will forgive if you, for one, show them respect and give them good stories. They will forgive, but there's a tipping point. And when you lose generations, they were chasing the dragon of like, we need to get younger kids. You know, you do, but you can't sacrifice your older fans too, who help shepherd these people in.
Yes.
You can't alienate them. I mean, we've said this over and over again, and they still don't get it.
And this is why the Philly Karen resonates. Let me tell you why. Part of it relates to this. I'm going to tie baseball in, maybe not every news story, but look, it's about passing down your love of something to your kids. One of the best things ever was to rewatch movies like old Disney classics. Even the first Alien movie, I watched with my daughter who loved horror. She loved horror as a teen. I'm like, I'm going to show you this movie. I get to experience it again through her eyes, pass on the love of that franchise, and she gets to become a fan. It's baseball. Why was that dad there with his kids and it was his son's birthday? To pass on his love of the game to his kid. That's why there are so many videos of guys catching balls and handing them to kids. They get that memory. I don't need a ball, another ball.
James Woods shared that video last night of 2 minutes of people catching balls and catching baseball and handing them off to kids, or other kids handing them off to other kids.
Yes, it's the love of the game. It's we're surrounded by all this stuff, but you can't take away a memory. I might sell on eBay my Galactus popcorn bucket. I seriously may sell it because it's too big, but I'm running out of room. But you can't take away experiences and memories and the love of something. And what they've killed is by being so against the old and so against, it's even against parents and family. I look at movies. It's so rare now. You see like a functioning, well-adjusted family having normal problems in any media, like maybe an Angel Studios movie, but it's so rare and it's sad. And when you see the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man films, one of the last to have those values, love of country, love of family, religion.
Yep.
Like, go watch Spider-Man 1 and 2, and maybe 3 if you like Bully Maguire, which I think is funny.
I love Bully Maguire. I have a Bully Maguire action figure. They made a Bully Maguire action figure.
Oh my God, it's so great with the emo hair. Anyways, but those first 2 Spider-Man movies, they seem weird now. I saw them in a theater last year and with a packed audience. I was the oldest guy in the room, not gonna lie, but it was all kids. I'm like, fuck,
that's awesome.
It's gonna be, they're gonna be on their phones or whatever. They laughed, they giggled at the romance with Mary Jane, and he's very apprehensive about Mary Jane and she's flirting with him, and the audience was giggling. They loved seeing a romance. They ate the movie up. They were seeing it for the first time on the big screen. These were teens and kids in their 20s. They loved it. Those things resonate. The fact that there's nothing like that now. Look, we can sit there all day and do Doom for Doomsday. And look, there's time to do 100 videos between now and when it opens. But they'll never course correct until they get the values in these movies right. and the current crop of writers and people shepherding these franchises don't have those values in place.
100%.
They don't have it.
100%.
They don't even have life experience. Do you know about Gene Roddenberry's life or Jack Kirby or Stan Lee, what they experienced before they started doing, comics and
Roddenberry was a
TV?
cop.
Like he survived a plane crash.
Yeah.
Like
they were veterans,
so much
cops. Yeah.
All of them were veterans. Like they experienced life. They brought that to their writing. This is why I'm so annoyed with, sorry, I'm
Go,
spiraling
baby.
into
Go,
a
baby.
rant. When I hear in public, people are in public and they're face to face, they're at dinner, they're sitting amongst each other and talking. What do people talk about? You know what I hear people talk about that makes me seethe? They talk about, well, did you see my post on, I posted on Insta. It was a post of a story. Somebody liked did you see the comment? People, when they get together in real life, they talk about things they post on the internet.
And then they get mad at each other.
Who gives a fuck?
And
Who gives a fuck?
They get mad at each other if they don't. Sorry to interrupt. That was good. You're so right. And then you didn't see my post. It's like, of course I didn't see your fucking post.
Did you like my post?
Yeah.
I post and ghost. I want to be done. I don't want to deal with social media. And I'll go through. I'll like all the posts and not even look at them. I like the comments. Okay, like, and I'm out.
But I totally get that though, because I'd rather hear the stories from you directly than stalk you. Sorry.
Just exactly. But what I'm saying is people not only are people too much perpetually online, when they get together in person, they talk about what's online. You're fucking lame if you do that. You're fucking lame and you suck and you need to do something. I'm not going to say touch grass because touching grass is fucking boring. See, to me,
unless you're mowing it. Wait, okay. Okay.
I'm not a nature guy.
You're an endorsement. You're an endorsement.
I'm an endorsement. I like to, people go hiking. I don't like to hike in nature. I'm an urban hiker.
I think
I hike through neighborhoods.
Yeah, I think one of the
cities.
The one thing I notice at meetups and the great people in the chat is they have really fulfilled lives. They aren't online all the time. Great cross section of professionals, and it's normal people. Normal people, and it's great.
I'm saying stop having conversations about what you posted on the internet in real life. It's boring. It's boring as hell. And I don't know. I got to think of a way to
live in the moment.
Call my friends out whenever they do it. And I'm sure I do it too. But I mean, when the Make Marvel mail again, well, that affected my real life. Oddly, they tried to cancel me. Rachel Leishman tried to go after me in a hit piece.
Yep.
On the Mary Sue. Now she's a member of the CCA. I'm sure I'll see her. I might meet her face to face.
Does she take up?
I wonder what I should.
Does she take up 2 memberships? She's wider than she is tall.
I have no idea. I would never insult her physically, but
I will. She should try out for offensive lineman for the Rams. I mean, she's a little short, but.
Well, that's a good thing. We need a lot.
Hey, Rachel, I'm still waiting for you to show me that Doctor Who collection you have, you big Doctor Who fan that told me to get out of the fandom.
I just want to meet her and have her realize who I am. I would be honest with her and say, why did you do that? Why did you not just Google search me? You could have gotten some facts, and feel free to criticize what I said. Hey, I don't believe blah, blah, blah. I don't mind discussing ideas.
I'll be honest with her too. Mix in a
that
salad, you'll live
was,
longer. That
was meant to harm my career.
Yes, it was. So fuck her.
Well,
we can give good advice. We can, maybe a keto diet.
Yeah.
Maybe she should go on a walk 5 miles a day, and stop posting like a retard. and maybe not have such a close relationship with your refrigerator. That's all.
Yeah, all I'll
This
say
is all good advice.
is I have just noticed this more and more. Groups of friends get together and they talk about what I try to just steer the conversation. I don't say anything. I'm just like, whatever, movies or this happened or whatever. Funny story about something. Just notice when you do it and maybe do it less. That's all.
Right. And back to Rachel, because I love talking about Rachel Leishman. She loves talking about us. She's what's wrong with fandom. They'll always write the articles that we're the ones that are wrong fandom. It's like, listen, girl, I hate to pull this card, but I've been here longer than you. Been around longer than you, and this is the way fandom's always been. It was your little activists. You know what? Rachel probably really did like comics at some point. She probably did. Yeah. She's got a little bit of knowledge, so she probably did like them. And then she took a women's studies class, probably dropped out. And that because her mind is so, malleable that it ruined it. And now that's what happens to a lot of fans who go to college and they take all these studies classes and they go, oh my God, I can't love the things I love anymore. So I need to change it. Instead of, I love new fans. The one thing nerds have always been, we get a lot of shit, is welcoming. We absolutely yes. I've told this story before. You bring up something anime, we're going to get 50 anime suggestions in the chat. That's people wanting to share what they love. It's great.
Yes.
Same thing happened in my store. And if you come in curious going, I'm new to this, but I really want to get into it because it looks fun, man, you're going to make friends. You're going to get great suggestions. You'll get flooded with them because because they're welcoming. It's like, hey, I saw this really good story. I want to share it with you. And at the heart, that's great. That was the heart of fandom. It got ruined when activists like Rachel Leishman came in and said, oh, that thing you loved, it's racist and sexist. Tolkien, racist and sexist. He's a pathway to the right. Fuck off. You are not welcome. Yeah. You are not welcome. Go away.
Yeah. You can always tell when someone gets all their ideas from academia, they're bad ideas. And those type of people can never create.
Fake geek
They're
girls.
incapable of creating.
Well, the activists?
Fake geek girls.
Fake geek girls. Fake geek girls. That's enough on racial. Mary Sue, I'm sure it's doing fine. Yeah, sure. Here, read a super chat. I want to show you my Bully Maguire action figure.
Let's see it. All right, let's read it.
It's Medicom.
NDI for $5 says, Chris Gore, how could you block Stephanie?
Oh, yeah, that's right. So I didn't block her. It was the FilmThreat account. I didn't do it. Only a few people have access. It had to be an accident. And I went to the FilmThreat account.
Oh, you blocked Steph.
Did the block.
Why did we open with that?
I did not.
What's wrong with you? You SJW. I did not do it.
I did not.
Justice for Steph.
It was the FilmThreat X account. I went to it and it's like me, Alan, and like two other people have access to it. It had to be an accident. She might have said something snarky. We never block. I usually mute. It's rare that I'll block.
I don't block anybody, but I accidentally blocked Mahler because I was listening to Y-Files when I was sleeping, and I guess I rolled over on my phone. And
I remember that.
Yeah, and the last person I messaged was fucking Mahler, and I'm like, oh fuck, I blocked Mahler. What the hell?
No, I've done that too. Yeah. I've it's so weird. I'll do something on my phone, and suddenly, I hit something I shouldn't. I think the phones and all these apps, they do it on purpose.
Maybe
they move around certain things so you accidentally engage with a thing. And
so Steph is unblocked. Steph is unblocked.
Yes, she was never blocked. It was always whatever. So.
All right, here we go.
Oh, wait, let me make it bigger.
That's what she said. Bully Maguire. So this is from Medicom.
Nice.
This is from Medicom.
Is this a custom?
No. Medicom did 1/6 scales before Hot Toys. So they were licensed. Medicom, they do more, they did some movie stuff, but they do comic 1/6 scales, and it's like a cheaper form of figure, but quite frankly, I like them a little more because they're more comic accurate. Like the Wolverine one with the claws is fucking great, and their Magneto is great. They did a Blade that was great, but they did Spider-Man 3, and they did a Bully Maguire, which nobody bought except for me. This is left over from the store. This sat on the shelf. Nobody fucking bought it. I'm like, I'll take it home. Fuck it.
Nice.
And here it stays. So they actually made one. And they're cheaper than Hot Toys. I bet you can find a Bully Maguire. Let's see. $100? Maybe more. Maybe it's a little more nowadays. Let's see. You can't say Bully Maguire. 1/6. Read a super chat real quick.
This is just more of the same. Razorburn for 2 says FilmThreat X banned Steph. Look into it, ? Which we did. Drunk Engineer for 10 says Frank Gore anti-Mexican prejudice confirmed. #unblock my nerdy home. #justice for y'all.
I didn't even know. I feel so terrible.
Let's see. Chris, any advanced screenings for Marvel Zombies from Eddie Brock for €249?
Yeah. Did you get any?
I have all the episodes.
Nice.
You do? When did you get them?
Zombies.
When did you get them?
This week. So
this week.
I have.
When's it come out?
I can watch them.
What's the release date?
Next Wednesday? Is it next Wednesday?
Yeah. I think the only thing interesting about that show is it's indicative of what it really paints a perfect picture of what Marvel is right now. A bunch of Phase 4 and 5 characters fighting the dead versions of Phase 1 through 3 characters. The zombie franchise.
So it's 4 episodes. I have all of them.
That's it?
We'll do. Yeah.
That's short.
Read the comic. It's much more fun. It's by Robert Kirkman. There's a trade out there. So right now you can get an unopened Medicom real action figure Peter Parker Spider-Man 3 for $96. You can get a Bully Maguire for $96. They should just call it Bully Maguire.
Bully Maguire.
Bully Maguire.
The memes are so good.
Yep.
The memes are the best.
They are the best. But earlier you were talking, Chris, and God, you and I should probably just like dedicate a show to like breaking down how grim things are going to be until, Avatar is going to be an anomaly. Wicked will do well. Maybe Zootopia 2, but that's 3 movies for the next 6 months, maybe 7. Yeah. Like May is really not until things start till next year. So they said survive until 25, and like even Mortal Kombat 2 got pushed off to March of next year. And I'm wondering,
that looked good.
It did. I was actually interested in seeing it. And I think the studios are just kicking the can down the road, going, we're going to write this year off as a loss. What gets talked about, Superman, Superman made $125 million, according to knowledgeable individuals that people are absolutely running with. And it's not even the studio discounted the numbers, but I digress. It's down about 20% from last year. But what they're not talking about is the last real year of releases was 2019, and they made domestically over $4 billion, but adjusted for inflation, because that's now long enough where you can adjust for inflation. It's closer to 4.5, 5. So they're off. They're way off. More importantly, which I love that you champion this too, my friend, ticket sales, which they stopped reporting, but you can still estimate it based on average ticket price divided by that total number, down 40%. So we're going, half the audience is gone since 2019. Forbes just came out with an article. 60% of the audience is gone since 2019. Shit, since 2022 or 23. I don't know if you can find that Forbes article. It's from a couple of days ago. It's got a graph. I think we should show it. What was it called again? Here, maybe I can find it. It's Marvel. And it was a box office analyst. There it is right there. You see it? X-Ray Girl?
The Disney? Okay, 1 second.
No, right here. I'll just put it in
Oh, thank you.
private chat.
Marvel Zombies comes out September 24th. And I'm sure it's week by week. I don't know.
September 24th, that'll be 4 weeks and right before Halloween. But they do weekly.
Yeah.
It's like half an hour episodes. I wonder if they're dropping it all at once. Yeah, that'd be odd. So Disney loses 619 million in takings on each Marvel movie over the past 2 years. Just go down to the graph. We won't read the entire article because basically I have an entire playlist of videos that explain it a little better. But go right there. This one. This is the meat and potatoes of the article. And who wrote it? Again, it is I forgot her name. She's really good. I gotta give it up to Forbes. There's a couple people there. There's one that's terrible. But there's a couple people there who are pretty good.
Caroline Reed.
Yeah, she's good. And Eric's good. They're while we don't, of course, agree on everything, Eric's honest. Like a legit nerd and an honest dude. So we have phase 1. These are not adjusted for inflation, by the way. So 2008 to 2012, leading up to the Avengers, 635 million, 636 million. Phase 2, 2013 to 2015, going from Iron Man 3 to Ant-Man. Also featured the much maligned, but way better than most everything in 4 and 5, Thor Dark World. I watched it in 3D the other day, Chris. Wow. And I was like, it wasn't that bad. I didn't think it was that bad at the time. Phase 3. So phase 2, 878,743,000. Again, not adjusted for inflation. Phase 3, 1.23 billion.
Wow.
And
insane.
Because that included Endgame and Infinity War and of course Captain Marvel, which made am I reading these wrong? 850 million. Yeah. So okay. I'm just making sure I'm probably getting my math wrong on this, but no, it's 1,229,224,925. So this scroll up a little bit. Average box office per movie. Okay, so go down. Phase 4. We're at 815 million. Phase 5. And this is again, go scroll up to that X-ray girl. Ugh. Average box office per movie. Scroll back down. 610 million. 610 million. So that's under this is average price. This is under phase 1, not adjusted for inflation. If you go to phase 3, I mean, that's almost that's half. They've lost half their audience.
Shocking.
Utterly shocking, right? So and that average now, phase 6, they're basing it on one movie, is 507. I don't think you can really do that. But phase 5, of course, was Ant-Man, Commie-Mania, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which was the probably the best of the lot. The Marvels, which flopped, Deadpool and Wolverine, which was a massive hit. Captain African American, and the Thunderbolts. So they've lost half their audience too, which is not shocking at all. And yeah, you're right, Chris. We could talk about Doomsday, for a year. And what's going to happen, Chris, is a bunch of people are going to make up stupid fucking rumors for the next year. The first official shot we saw was a blurry shot of some text that looked like Arabic. I like what Nerd Cookie said. It was the script. It was the script. But you could take that down, X-Ray Girl. But yeah, we could talk about Doomsday all day long, but there's no setup for it. I don't think there's any real. Are you sensing any real excitement for Doomsday, Chris Gore?
There's no buildup. I mean, is there excitement? We've seen nothing. I've heard from sources about Downey's really putting his all into it. Like I really think Doomsday is going to be an origin story, and in the way that Infinity War was a Thanos film, this will be Doom's film. It'll be heroes teaming up against obviously Doom, and they'll probably fail.
Yeah.
And Secret Wars, another prediction, will be a ton of villains from the past. We'll see Galactus, maybe Kang, Doom, among others. We'll see kind of the opposite. Like villains team up against heroes. I'm speculating. I have no knowledge of that, of Secret Wars at all.
What I was told, they didn't write a script. So what I was told, the bullet points of the movie are that it centers around Doom, and it's essentially the different universes, the X-Men, the 9999999. I refuse to call it the 616, and Fantastic Four are going to try to team up, and then eventually they fight each other. They eventually fight each other, and it's all Doom's plan. But that could have completely changed by now. I have no idea, and I don't think they do either. You saw Alan Cumming. They showed like it was just him standing around a bunch of motion capture lights.
Yeah,
motion capture lights, and he's like, I didn't even know who I acted against half the time. And a bunch of people were talking about it on Twitter. They were saying absolute cinema. So I have no idea. I do agree with Az that I think Brand New Day could make more money than Doomsday. Doomsday will still be a hit. It'll still do massive numbers on its first weekend. But but they're expecting Endgame stuff, and there's no lead up to it, like you brought up. It's just you're coming in cold on this one, and it's going to be filled with Simu Liu and Pedro Pascal. So it's great to see Hemsworth back. Chris Evans will probably come back as Nazi Cap, as Hydra Cap. I don't think that's beyond the realm of possibility. And in Secret Wars, we're going to get Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man and Chris Evans as Captain America. And Kevin Feige said that then they're kind of doing a soft reboot after that, which they have to do because you have to recast all these characters. And I'm glad they finally mentioned that. Kevin Feige finally mentioned that. I think it was like a month ago, where it's like, yeah, you have to recast these characters. Treat them like James Bond.
Yes. I mean, how many people have played Bond or Batman for that matter?
Yeah.
Or Superman? Like, just it's the characters. They should have done that after Endgame. You know, just go do X-Men and FF for 5 years, then recast and bring a new Avengers.
Yeah.
It could have been so easy. They
really
didn't need to do these C-level characters that don't have legacy or fans at all.
They made it so hard for themselves. What was that blinking, X-Ray Girl?
What?
Something blinked.
Oh, I was getting back on your computer.
Okay.
It kicked me out. Sorry.
Jeez. Okay. That distracted me. Sorry. Where was I? Oh yeah. All they have to do is recast. And they made it so fucking hard for themselves. And again, we're talking about like, what are you going to salvage out of this? And it sucks. I wanted all this shit to last forever. It would have been great. It would have been great to have some good movies, but I don't know about Doomsday. Spider-Man Brand New Day could be good. They didn't take my suggestion of just doing a CG Hulk, and you didn't need to bring Mark. You could have saved a bunch of money and not brought back Mark Ruffalo and just had Savage Hulk. Just have some stuntman play him. I'd have been fine with that. I think everybody would have been fine with that.
Yeah.
But it'd be cool to see him with the Punisher. It would. It would. Duke Devil for $25 says, Chris may be premature with his Star Trek funeral. Apparently, in the Strange New Worlds finale, Carol Kane's ridiculous character says that she spent time with the time-traveling doctor she once knew. The crossover we all wanted. Star Trek is saved. Pull up the Red Letter Media tweet. with Jeopardy, the Star Trek Jeopardy. Have you seen that, Chris?
Yeah, I've seen when they play game shows with Star Trek. It's dumb, but I watch.
Yes.
What do we got? By the way, did you see my latest post on? I'm kidding.
Wow.
Let's do streaming TV for 1600.
After 3 episodes on Star Trek Discovery, Rebecca Romaine brought First Officer Una Chin Riley to this prequel series. She's number 1 on Strange New Worlds. Caroline?
Let's do streaming TV for 2000.
They do it
After
again.
3 episodes on Star Trek Discovery, Rebecca Romaine brought First Officer Una Chin Riley to this prequel series. She's number 1 on Strange New Worlds.
And they keep doing it's a red letter media edit, so it gets down to lobster and shit.
For 4.
After 3 episodes on Star Trek Discovery, Rebecca Romaine brought First Officer Una Chin Riley to this prequel series. She's number 1 on Strange New Worlds.
No one knows.
Caroline?
Let's do streaming for 8.
After 3 episodes on Star Trek Discovery, Rebecca Romaine brought First Officer Una Chin Riley to this prequel series. Caroline.
What is Red Lobster?
That's right.
That's great. Those guys are great. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I really wish they would interact in some way. I've had some DM conversations with them. I think I was talking to Rich, not Mike or Jay, but it's whatever. I like those guys. They can have their opinions. They don't have to go after other people, or they can go after other people's. I don't know. I don't really. I like them.
Yeah, I think I understand why they don't. You know, it's like why, you know, Jeremy Johns just kind of he doesn't do streams anymore. He does his own thing because he went through the nightmare of Collider. You know, you can't blame him after going through stuff like that. And it's just like, you know, I just want to do my thing. I get it. That's fine. Too Tired for 20 says off topic, but missed the UFO hearing stream yesterday. Well, it's still up. Saw the footage afterwards. The Hellfire video looked like it had 0-point spheres around the UFO. I think our tech it's our tech on topic. Gary, you need to stream. What?
Nothing. Sorry. Nothing. Sorry, Gary.
Are you okay?
No, I'm just, I look for videos. I'm looking at news. I'm trying to contribute to the show. And I screw up every once in a while. Damn it. It's all good.
I'm just making sure you're okay. It's cool. It's all good.
It's good. It's all good.
I'm thinking it's our tech. On topic, Gary, you need to stream Star Trek Bridge Crew. Maybe.
I think you'd have fun with it.
I'm going to be busy with Evergreen stuff because it's going to be slow. So I'm going to do a bunch of Evergreen stuff this month.
You play that, right, X-Ray Girl? You played.
We did on Sunday Fun Day, and I was the best captain ever. Of course.
Sweet.
Diversity. Well, no, they just didn't want to have me fly the ship.
Right.
So
of course not. Of course not. On the UFO footage, you want to bring it up, X-Ray Girl? Find that video. So on the UFO footage, we covered it yesterday. I talked to somebody about it. I can't fucking say anything. I wish I could. But I don't know. Did you catch this, Chris?
I saw that footage of the missile.
Okay.
Bounce. What the hell was that?
So off the coast of Yemen, I actually talked to a couple of military guys yesterday that I know like 3, and I talked to 2 of them. So firing a Hellfire missile at anything near Yemen is crazy, whether it's somebody else's or that is a crazy thing to do. We're not really supposed to do that. Firing a missile at all at a UAP is something we generally don't do either. So they got permission, and that's the meeting. So the congressional hearing yesterday was more of the same. Mostly it was called Transparency Through UFO Investigation, and it's trying to basically protect whistleblowers, right? And we did get some new information. We did get some new witnesses, and we did finally get some new video. And this is fucking crazy, whether it's ours or not. Now, the witnesses were, hang on. I'm leading up. Okay, so the witnesses were asked about this specifically, and they were asked by Anna Paulina Luna, whether they had this is our tech. Have you seen something like this before, and does it scare you? And they said, yeah, this is really concerning. One guy answered, I have an answer, but I want to talk about it in a skiff. So if you don't know what the skiff is, it's a private, it's a classified meeting where you just, and we hear this all the fucking time. It's practically a drinking game when we're covering UFO topics. So we don't get to hear it. All this whole thing is about transparency, but we don't get to hear it. And it's understandable because those guys they're already in a lot of trouble and they can get more trouble. So people are thinking it might be our tech. Okay. So let's rewind that a little bit, X-Ray Girl. Let's start from the beginning. Is this the full video?
I believe so.
You believe so? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rewind it a little bit.
Oh, it's like I think they're talking over the video.
That's fine.
So. All right.
Okay. So that's the UFO. And you're going to see a missile come into the side. It's the Hellfire missile that has a direct hit on it. They're locked in on it right now.
What is that?
So, okay, pause. Now go back a little bit. Show the impact again. So what happens is, stop, pause it. So what you're seeing here is the missile comes in, hits it, breaks it into little pieces like a blob. The missile bounces off. So slow it down a little bit. You see, boom, it bounces off right there. So it goes off to the side, and whatever craft is there does break into multiple pieces. And then it kind of just keeps going. Look at that. So then it's spinning. Keep going, X-Ray Girl. Keep going, X-Ray Girl. Is that your Canadian internet?
Yeah. Crazy.
That is wild.
Wait. No. Oh, did they go to the... that's not the full video.
Did they recover? I mean, or did it just go away?
No, it zooms out. Find the full video, X-Ray Girl. It zooms out, and you see it just keep cooking along.
Oh, wait. It's in here. It's just a little later. Okay. God dang it.
So that's it zoomed out, and that's it continuing. And look at how it maneuvers.
It's erratic.
Yeah,
so
it's crazy.
It operates intuitively. That's how most of the Tic Tac stuff, it operates like an insect, like intuitively, right? And then it's just cooks along after getting hit by a fucking hellfire. So is it ours? Is it not? Okay, if we have stuff that a hellfire missile can just bounce off of, then we rule the world. Yeah. We rule the world. Now, does our military have technology that's 20 years ahead? Absolutely. Is it possible? Absolutely. And the only thing that makes me think it might be is that one guy said, I might have an answer for this, but I want to talk about it in skiff. So, but that's extraordinary. If it's one of our enemies, it's actually least disturbing if it's aliens. That's the least disturbing scenario. If it's us from the future or aliens, the most disturbing scenario is that it is one of our adversaries. Now, I doubt that. As much as our government and our CIA and our legacy media apparatus behind the war machine want to build up our enemies as this big bad thing. I give you the Timu World War III from a couple months ago with Iran, who is no threat to us whatsoever. Yeah. Zero. They try to make it so they can keep their military apparatus going. China is a mess, and Russia is not exactly kicking ass with the Ukraine right now. So, I mean, do you think if China and Russia had that technology, they wouldn't use it? And they're flying it around and they're buzzing around our people and they're buzzing around Yemen. None of it makes sense, by the way. And this happened last year, late last year. I think it was
October 30th.
October 30th of 2024. It's almost a year ago that happened. And of course we hear, and this, you might be right. This is a psyop. I mean, everything's on the table, but that's pretty weird. That's pretty weird stuff. And you could hear people in the background who are recording the video, right? And absolutely the government has a clearer version of that video. But the one thing I can say is it was observed by a person, and there seemed to be like a glow around whatever they shot at, whatever that was. There was a definite either a heat wave effect, maybe a magnetic effect, but there was a glow around it. But it was crazy. And the hearing was pretty freaking boring up until that video came up. That's why I was so because the first video they showed was okay, it's probably a UAP, but it could be a bug. I couldn't tell. And then the second one is oh shit. Because the way you see it move, that's how the Tic Tac moved in the other videos. And to say it's our tech, well, remember the original Tic Tac video is from 20 years ago. It's from 20 years ago. So I don't know. And humans could not, I mean, drones, sure, but a human couldn't be in that thing. They'd be jelly. Because they were going from the atmosphere to the sea level in what was it? 3/4 of a second? Half a second? So I think it's a fun topic to talk about, Chris. And I know you were in the chat yesterday.
Oh, I was there. I watched the whole thing. You made it entertaining.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. We try. Well, we got to give him shit because it's George Knapp is a legend. And the guy Wiggins was a really good witness. That you could just you could tell he kind of was, unless he's the greatest actor in the world, he was uncomfortable. He was telling his story and he just came off real, absolutely real. And then there's the guy who sounded like the computer intelligence from Team America, who talks like this, man. He was pretty good too, but he sounded like intelligence. And I was like, no. But yeah, it was, thanks to that video, the hearing was better than I thought it would be. I thought it would be just a big old bore fest. And most of it, at least most of these, okay, you want to cut down government waste, Chris, X-Ray Girl, chat, you want to cut it down? Enough with the preambles and thanking everybody during these. You can cut half the fucking time.
Thank you for doing this.
Yes, you're so brave. Blah blah blah. And then that one. Okay, Crockett was there. She's a retard, but we found somebody dumber who goes, I know we talking about UFOs and stuff right here, but we need to focus on Trump. Trump is the real reason he's arresting people right now. You could hear the chirping. You could hear the chirping. God. Chief Wiggums. Chief Wiggums. I need to get my hey, thank you for that. It says great Cartman impression. Thank you. I was trying to do her. That's what she said. Chris, did you hear her? Did you hear the woman go off on Trump in the middle of this out of freaking nowhere? She just goes off on Trump. It's like, what are you talking about? Thank God, Tim Burchett was there. Tim Burchett's awesome. Freaking love Tim Burchett. The guy's based. He's into UFOs. If he runs for president, he's got my vote. He skates, and he doesn't look like a skater at all. He looks like a senator. He looks like he was born to be a senator, but he skates. I think he's from Tennessee. Clank Clank, I'm the Tank for $20 says a Hellfire doesn't have a prox fuse. It's contact. A field deflected the missile without detonate. An anti-air missile explodes when it gets too close to the target with shrapnel. That is U.S. tech to show off to Russia. Maybe. But we did that. We showed off tech when Putin went to Alaska and they did that flyover. It's like, yeah. If we want to show off in the past, and I don't disagree with you, but Clank Clank, I'm a Tank, you probably agree with me on this, that in the past when we wanted to show off our tech, we'd sell a little bit of it to some local rebels.
Yeah.
Some moderate rebels that would turn into extremists called ISIS. But at first they were the moderate. Remember when they're called the moderate rebels? The moderate rebels. Enoch Maman, reviews and rants for $10. Hi, X-Ray Girl. After seeing your TikTok, you have a TikTok?
No, he's being.
Oh, I purchased
silly.
a factory and filled it with engines. A factory. I haven't found a way to profit from it, nor can I pay my 2,000 employees a living wage. How did you do it? Well,
Make a TikTok singing with a boobs.
Inakbaman, you got to open the factory in like freaking somewhere in Asia, like Vietnam or something like that.
Engine in my ...
What is it in my factory, right?
She says it very wrong.
Have you seen that video, Chris?
Yeah. Wait, let's see it again.
Let's
see if I can find it.
I love that video.
Who you block, Chris? Who you blocking now?
I'm not blocking anybody.
He's blocking Jeremy. It's blocking Jeremy.
I hate social media.
Oh.
I use it reluctantly.
Yeah, is there going to be a time? You know what? Okay. I think you should take a social media vacation. I did it once involuntarily, and it was back in 2013 when I went to rehab and they took my phone away from me. No social media for a month. It was fucking awesome. It was awesome.
I love when I go hiking and no phones.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Well, especially like.
Sorry.
Go on.
You look great.
Thank you.
In my factory, many engines in my factory. If you need many engines, you can tell me. I want to take a lot of engines.
It's a very long song, but you guys get the point.
It's mesmerizing.
Has she had work done?
No. That is 100% natural.
Maybe in her factory.
That is 100% natural, Chris. What are you talking about? No, it's been a horror show on Twitter because of that poor Ukrainian woman. What's her name again?
Irina.
Irina. I want to like say her name. It's unlike I'm not trying to say her name. Who was horribly murdered because she was white. And we need to say that, and that shouldn't be a problem at all. Oh fuck. Find my. Have you seen my post, Chris?
About the article.
The fuck yourself in every hole one. Not you, X-Ray Girl. The New York Times.
I hope not.
Or Chris, or you in the chat.
Yeah, I'll bring it up.
Yeah. This is why.
The narrative is horrendous.
Well, the writers of the narrative are losing, and because they're losing, they're like a cornered animal, and they're just going to double and triple down. It was very light with Graham Linehan with his arrest, and they go, well, he said he had health problems, and they weren't pointing the guns at him. These are the kind of fucking scum buckets we're talking about. This is lowest of the low. This is lowest of the low. A gruesome murder in North Carolina ignites a firestorm on the right. And the rest of the article is much worse. So the left isn't upset about this because the white woman deserved to die, even though she's Ukrainian, and the left were fucking insane for the Ukraine a couple of years ago, but now they're not. Isn't that weird, Chris?
This whole situation just exposes how, the fourth estate is a tool of the state. It's failed. And it's very sad. It's very sad. I mean, look, I'm a father to a daughter. Watching this whole thing play out is horrific.
It's scary.
And my daughter will not go to Los Angeles, the city, by herself. And because she's smart, because this is possible. Even Dante, who takes the metro in LA, is like,
and can defend himself.
Scary. Look.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dante's he's a big dude. Used to play football. Now does verbal riot.
Well, he used to do some bouncing too, right? Like security. He did some security.
Yeah. He can handle himself.
Yeah.
He's like, the train is sketch in LA.
Yeah. And there's been people who've been posting stuff about like the like defending him, and that to me is the scary part.
There's no defense. There is no defense.
Well,
and the thing is, I don't know. I feel like we need 3 strikes for violent criminals. If
Not
you're
14.
violent, it's 3. You're gone.
Oh,
you're just gone and put away.
I'm not against that. They applied 3 strikes so loosely back in the old days, to the point where when I got out of prison, my parole officer, first thing he told me was, "Move. You should move. You got 2 strikes." Because if I had stole a pack of gum, that would have been gone. But then they've loosened that up. So I agree with you. I think if it is, you have 100%, like you beat a woman, you rape, you like, absolutely. 100%.
Violent crime. I'm not talking about stealing. I'm talking about violent crime. Although I just think we need to punish crime.
Well, we do.
We stop punishing crime, so now there's more crime.
Let me tell you.
How is this? I'm not,
Chris.
Forget left, right, Democrat, Republican. This is a bad thing for society.
Yes.
Bad.
I didn't meet any innocent people in prison.
Right.
I didn't meet any people who didn't fucking belong there.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, oh, well, look at this poor guy. He was wrongfully accused of his crime. No. For one, they were very free in talking about their cases and what they actually did. I didn't run across anybody who shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
Including yours truly. I should have been in there. Absolutely should have been in there for what I did. And, I mean, we could talk about revolving doors and how much rehabilitation fucking worked for me. One trip to prison was enough for me. I'm like, I don't want to do that. That was really crappy. And then you think about it, especially when you're in your 20s, you're like, I just lost in total, I lost 3 years of my life behind bars. And when you're like 23, that's a pretty big percentage of your entire life. Right. And it's a societal issue. It is an environmental issue, but more importantly, it's a family and individual issue. And none of this is, sitting here blaming the white man for all your problems. How has that fixed anything? Has that fucking fixed anything? Is the government out to get you? Yeah. The people you vote for, they absolutely want to keep you on the plantation. They want to give you handouts. They want to keep your votes, and they want to keep you at a bare minimum. So you're always reliant on them. Is that how you want to live? Who destroyed the black middle class? The Democratic Party. We need to bring back the black nuclear family, the black middle class, fathers, that's your fucking problem. That would probably reduce the recidivism in prison. Greatly reduce it. And you're not like looking for that father figure in a gangbanger or looking for the gang that is your family, right? Because you didn't have one at home because it was broken at home. That's a conversation everybody needs to have, but they need to have, right? And when do we get to the point where we start having real conversations to fix this?
Well, all I can say is this. I think the only community that can fix the black community
Is the black community.
Yep. That's it. No amount of government program or white knights or white liberal progressive women is going to fix it. It's when the black community decides
enough.
Maybe 50 deaths a day in Chicago is not good. Maybe we should stop blaming others for our own failings. Maybe we can, only you can change yourself. You ever look, I went through fucked up stages in my life. And whenever I looked inward, like, what am I doing to contribute to why things are going wrong? And then when I do that, things can change. It was never when anyone helped me or lent me money or did whatever. It's like, I didn't need that. Outside help was only delaying a problem. It was only letting it fester. So really, when the black community, when Van Jones says, hey, when they amplify black voices that say, hey, let's look at this. Hey, let's do whatever happened to the boys club. You know, fathers, a lot of fatherless kids, but there are a lot of dads that could be fathers to those kids or father
mentors.
Figures. Well, mentors, you know, remember the boys club? That was a thing.
Boys and girls club.
Yeah. Like when the black community, but I do think that you hear this term black fatigue. Yeah. We're just like, it will never be fixed unless they themselves decide to fix it. More black voices, like Dante says stuff about this, but more of that. But the problem is those voices are suppressed.
Mike.
Yeah. Those voices are suppressed. Mike, who's a great father, by the way.
Yep.
Many people don't know that. But when they amplify those voices, right, instead of fucktards like Van Jones.
100%.
What a piece
and
of
there
shit
are,
that
and you're
guy
right.
is.
There's tons of voices. There are people who are genuinely trying to fix it. And they get drowned out all the time, and they get called all kinds of crazy shit because they're just trying to stop all the death. And what sucks is, I doubt it's changed. There was a lot more black people in prison than white people, right? And they're all very young. They're all very young, and you know. Nobody likes to see their young going through a meat grinder, right? But when you don't have the focus of family, when you have no hope. Now, hope is not a strategy, but it's something you want to have as a kid. Like, I have an opportunity to go somewhere, and you're growing up in an environment where you're not, the only place to go is fucking athlete or gang. I mean, like that's a cycle that needs to be changed. You know, and pretending it's not that way. I mean, as far as I know, Hunters Point still exists in San Francisco. And that's a bad place, right? And, you know, people want to be fixed. They are Americans. We want this assimilation to happen, but it's not going to happen until we have some, you know, like you said, when my problems were dealt with, when I dealt with them, when I acknowledged that they were my problems individually, right? You know, and sitting there, things have gotten so much worse since Obama was president because
they have.
They've divided everybody because we didn't used to, like, the obsession over race now is insane compared to what it was. And you know, did a lot of people vote for Obama because of white guilt? Sure. But he was a popular president at the time. He was a popular president. He was going to take those bankers and put him in jail, and then he didn't.
He did nothing.
Did fucking nothing. I didn't vote for the guy, but I didn't vote for anybody.
It was one step forward, 3 steps back.
Yeah.
Honestly.
You know,
and back now.
And like, I guess now we can start talking, like if we were talking like this, Chris, back in 2017, holy shit, we'd be banned off everything. Right.
Right.
But it's, you know, it's the free speech conversation. We eventually have to, like the doctor says in the great Capaldi speech, we eventually have to sit down and talk. We have to talk and work this out. And hopefully we can get to that point without having young girls murdered and like, of course the guy was mentally ill, but he still picked her out because she was a white girl. She was a little defenseless white girl.
The mom wanted her son put away because she couldn't help him. he was basically homeless and violent and delusional, like schizophrenic, whatever. He should have been in an institution. Those have to come back. There's certain people that will just not be able to be a part of society. And right now, there are tents for all of them all over LA.
Yep.
Where they can just at will do whatever the fuck they want. Enough.
Dude.
Enough.
And it's
There's
sad,
like
it's sad to see. Like, I was young too in prison, so I was like right there with them. I was in my very early 20s, but there were guys, tons of kids who were just turned 18, and they're looking at 10 years, armed robbery.
Well,
it's sad.
Maybe there needs to be a form of not jail. I mean, I'm sure there is stuff like this, but like there's got to be like something a military. You see, having
if you're
seen
not a violent
members
criminal,
of my
sure.
family and my
Yeah.
son, like when they're a changed person. They're for the good. They're beaten down and built back up. It's the military is like the fathering that maybe is missing, and maybe a form of that needs to be used.
Yeah,
Not
for
just
for non-violent offenders, for like just possession and stuff like that. Absolutely, that'd be like a boot camp situation.
Yeah,
absolutely,
Go
absolutely.
to boot camp.
Violent criminal. You're 18. You committed a violent crime. You got to do the time. That's it's sad as it is. It's sadder for the victim. It's sadder for the victim. And that's what gets lost on all this. As a former felon, you know what I thought about a lot, and why I changed is I really did think about the victims of my crimes. Yeah, I did, and I wrote letters to them, and not all of them wanted to hear from me, and I'm not surprised at all, but I tried, right? But it's something I thought about a lot, and and when that got into, because I disassociated a lot when I was high. But when you really think about, like, what if that was me? What if that was my mom? Put yourself in their shoes, and I was like, then the horror hits you, right? And it's like, fuck, it's not a great feeling, but it's the path to change. It's acknowledgement. You try to make amends and just don't do it again. Right. And thankfully I was never violent to anybody. Right. Mm-hmm. So there's a path to redemption, but, dude, you commit violent crimes, you're going to do the time. And we have no dads. And this isn't just the Black community. This is a lot of communities. And it's the missing dads, male mentors, coaches, whatever, that will tell you basic stuff, basic dude stuff. That's why, listen, it's an unfortunate world, and there's single moms out there, and God bless them for trying, they're doing the best they can, but you need a dad. You do. And you need a mom.
And even when I was a kid, my parents split when I was 9. My dad was still my life. He was the weekend dad, which was a lot of kids in my neighborhood. Like, divorce was like an epidemic that spread all along. Every kid suddenly, the dads, it was the mass exodus of the dads. But there were TV dads I looked up to.
Yeah.
Kirk, like 8 is Enough. Tom Bosley. There were hero dads I saw in media that I would look at the lessons I got from that.
Archie Bunker.
Mike Brady. Like, whatever. I know it sounds dumb. It sounds dumb in retrospect. But television really was, being an indoor kid, television was like, there were good, characters to look up to that, felt real to me. I really feel like Kirk was like my TV dad in a way. Like, I looked up to him. I admired him.
When they incentivized divorce and the great sexual revolution in the 70s, that really started undercutting the family. And then we saw the pussification of the dad through commercials. I mean, it's been decades now where the commercial, dude is always some dumbass. It's the Homer Simpsoning of fatherhood.
Right.
And again, this has been going on for 30 fucking years. And we see the effects of that, and it's sucks. And now any kind of just masculinity is considered toxic masculinity.
Yeah. Anything.
Yep.
So yeah, it's very sad to see, and media affects it because
sure,
for a lot of young men, if they don't have a dad in the home, they may at least be able to latch on to a father figure in TV or movies or something. And that is completely absent.
Mm-hmm.
And the men we see glorified on screen are weak, and it matters. So.
It does. I mean, like, and again, divorce is going to happen, and it's on the parents to it's going to affect the kids no matter what. No matter what you tell yourself, it's going to affect the kids. But do your best to lessen that effect. I mean, it's like adoption, right? To sit there and say, like, did it affect me that I was adopted? Of course it did. Of course, and my parents were great about it. They were open about it early on. But of course it does. How could it not? You know, when you hear that as a kid, but by my parents being honest and open about it, it lessened the effect, right?
Right.
And it turned out to be a happy ending in the story. You know, I got to meet my mom and everybody gets along. It's great. But we need good dads. We need good dads. And it's deeply disturbing that people are defending that guy or saying this poor guy. You know what? Some people are just lost. You know, better luck next time. If you believe in reincarnation, better luck next time.
Logan's Run.
Yep. That's pretty much my thought on all pedos too. I think there's a path to redemption for a lot of people, but for them, better luck next time after the wood chipper.
Yeah.
Arg, another name for 1999. Hey, Gary, I lost my mother to Alzheimer's. Oh, sorry, brother. On Sunday, and wanted to take a moment to say thanks for all the entertainment. It helps to have something to listen to while working on everything that needs doing. Oh, man. Sorry,
I'm going to
brother.
get coffee. I'll be right back.
Coffee.
And, sorry, brother.
Sorry, brother.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Sorry, brother. Rest in peace, Mom. I lost my grandpa to Alzheimer's. It's not fun at all. But all the best to you. David Nerswick for $10 says...
Irina
Zarutska. I'm going to say it a couple times. Irina Zarutska. Maybe it'll stick. 23 years old, died confused, scared, and alone. Her last minute on earth was in horror. Not one person tried to help her or comfort her as she died. It's sickening. Utterly sickening.
Mm-hmm.
Get off your ass and fucking help somebody. Lady, but it's our society right now. And I will just say, you know what? Racism is rampant in America. It's just indiscriminate. Lady Fossilot for $10. Literature Devil began an Indiegogo for his passion project and indie graphic novel mystery Lady Midnight. Devils dwell in Silent Spring. He's been shadow banned, so your help would be appreciated. I would say get on Kickstarter, Literature Devil. Indiegogo's been, they shadow banned Graham Nolan. Graham, if you're out there, brother, I was doing my inventory of CLZ, and I got to my independent comic box where I got Chuck Dixon's comics and the Rippaverse comics and any of the older Indiegogo stuff I got. And everybody showed up except for yours, Graham. And CLZ is a great tool. You just you take a picture of the cover and then you fill in the information. But Rippaverse stuff was in there. No problem. I went to Joe Frankenstein and I had to enter it in manually. So, and I know Graham has been shadow banned on Indiegogo. It's a San Francisco company. I'm not surprised. They supported BLM. I know Kickstarter had its problems with that little commie chick who was running it. But I would say, I think it's been long enough to where maybe you want to try that out, Literature Devil. What do I know, though? I don't know shit. But good luck with your book, brother. Good luck with your book. That guy for $10 says 8 years sober today. Congratulations. Congratulations. Hail being clear-minded and productive member of society. Yes. Now we need a 12-step program for Hollywood. And they could learn something about developing cultural accountability. That guy well said. I in jest, I think there should be 12, and there's Al-Anon. You don't need to be, Al-Anon is for people who aren't necessarily alcoholics or addicts, but have them in their life. And I'm pretty sure you all have some in your life, but there should be a 12-step program for everybody. It's very helpful if you want to, it's not a cure-all at all. It's a roadmap to life school. That's what my sponsor called it back in the early days. It's life school. It's continuing to learn how to live as an adult, as a somewhat happy adult, and it really helped me. I'm retarded. But congratulations, 8 years sober is fucking great.
Gary, a big supporter of RIPA.
Yep.
I bought your book.
Thank you.
On there. I just got a notification. My address should be updated to get Saints and Sinners, and there's this illustration. Is Jay black?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Look at this. I'm sharing.
Yeah.
Oh, he's tan.
I mean, he's an honorary black guy. He used to be on the Dark Council, so I think.
What?
That's true.
Is that Jay? I mean, everyone looks like everyone except.
Well, okay. Wait. Okay, the drinker is Scottish, so he's got jaundice. So that's why he's dark, because he's dying of alcoholism. The Saska sisters live in Canada, so they're going to be pasty white.
They're pretty pale. Yeah.
Az never goes outside, so he's going to be
British.
pasty white. Jay is a Florida guy. He likes pirates. He's sailing the Caribbean.
Gary,
He looks so black. Oh.
I think it's because he was on the Dark Council. I'm just saying, I think it was because he was on the Dark Council.
Oh my God. Well, I laughed.
That's funny.
I laughed.
That's funny.
There you go.
Yeah, we hit 3,000 books sold, and we're almost at 150K. Thank you very much.
Holy shit.
I'm working on the audiobook as we speak. Thankfully, we caught a couple of mistakes before it went to print, and they're being fixed. So,
nice.
And there's going to, you know what? There's going to be mistakes in there. It's a book from me. So, what are you going to say? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? But yeah, we're it's getting to print. It's getting fixed, getting to print, and they've done a great job. They've done a great job. CB for $9.99. The most absurd example of pregnant women in battle is Mel in the Last of Us 2 game. Okay, I heard about this one. I haven't seen it, but I heard about it. It really is the most eye-rolling, inducing, woke cliche I can think of. What the hell is wrong with these people? It's a fetish. It's not like they actually like kids, okay? Not many people in Hollywood are pro-life, but they really are insistent. And like, this goes into comic books. They did it with Spider-Woman in the comic books. They did it with Spider-Woman in Into the Spider-Verse. They did it with a Nova Corps member in the comic books. They did it in Avatar. They did it in Wheel of Time. I know I'm forgetting one or two. And they're doing it in, what the hell's this movie? One War, One Battle After Another or whatever.
One Battle After Another.
And there's multiple examples of women going into battle pregnant, which is stupid. It's absurd. It's absurd. And they're trying to send this female empowerment message. As a matter of fact, James Cameron specifically said that in Avatar. You want to know why he said that, Chris? Because Avatar's woke as fuck. It is a woke, the first one and second one, woke movies. Woke, intersectional, somewhat Marxist movies. Thumbs up 1981 for $4.99. Hey, Chris, did RMB take your offer for the Trek Q&A for Monday? Did he get Christopher Meyer Gornet?
No, we did an episode of Versus on Monday, and we talked about Star Trek Day for like a good chunk of the show. And I said, Rob, you got to do so he did like a almost 3-hour live stream that night.
I saw part of that. Okay, that's what he was talking about. All right.
Yeah. And I was like, no, I
Dude,
don't need to be on. Like,
Rob is absolutely at his best when he's on Versus and doing his solo live streams.
Right. I feel like he's Rob Unchained on Versus. He's just like, I throw him the topic and, it's great.
He's a pro. He's a pro.
fun.
He's a really good streamer. John Gets Gaming for $10. Went to Phoenix Fan Expo and had to kill some time. Made it 5 minutes through the woman author panel before I left. Self-loathing and encouraging every idiotic modern trope you could think of. Yeah, publishing is kind of fucking dead.
Yeah.
I mean, when it's leaning into fan fiction and like, listen, all this stuff could exist. All this stuff can exist. The problem is it's supposed to exist as a subgenre. Let's put it that way. We'll see it as a subgenre. Fanfic, I wouldn't even call it a subgenre, but like that, that porno fetish vampire novels and stuff, chicks like it. And these are probably the same women who complain about men watching porn when they're just reading porn and flicking their bean to this stuff, which can exist. But the main thing has to be good. So you can have, for example, Chris, a Peacemaker. Peacemaker can totally exist if we have a fully functional DCU out there that's already set the foundation. You got Batman, you got Superman and everything. And you've already taken all care of all that. Then you can have a Peacemaker. Totally makes sense. When did Vertigo come along? Decades and decades into DC Comics.
Yeah.
Right? So this stuff can exist. It's fine. But the problem is your foundational stuff has turned into the fanfic.
Yeah.
And that's a doom cycle. Chris Gary, have you watched From? It isn't bad. I've heard about it. I haven't seen it. Mr. Brain Freeze. Have you seen From? I have not seen From.
I have not.
D's Weebos for $1.99. Chris, why did you deport Steph from FilmThreat? Well,
I didn't.
It was either him or Ice. Okay, so
it was a mistake that I had nothing to do with. The FilmThreat account is run by like 3-4 people. I have access to it, but I don't run it. Had to be a mistake.
Yep. It was Ice. Slack Attack for $5. Gary, have you delved into Warhammer 40K lore? You don't need to be a tabletop gamer to enjoy it, and it's full of unapologetic testosterone. I will there's a lot.
Thousands and thousands of years of lore.
From is an MGM Plus series.
Yeah, MGM Plus is. What did I want to see? Oh, we wanted to see Stargate, the movie. And it was only on MGM Plus. I'm like, I'll just buy it. I'll just buy it and watch it on physical.
That's what I do. I just buy stuff when it's on sale.
Because we're going to start our Stargate watch, and they're like, we got to watch the movie. Timu Outlaw on the Run, John Pimpia for $2.79 says, hey, Chris. TNA Projects for $4.99, thank you. Says, hail, Gary. Did you ever scare Mrs. Nerdrotic with the creepy doll? I mean, your reborn action figure? I haven't yet.
I saw you get that. Is disgusting. So get it out of your house.
We're gonna make it a little demon baby. We're gonna paint it and give it little demon eyes and stuff
for Halloween.
Yeah.
That's great.
Mrs. Nerdrotic did go to Home Depot and get the 15-foot scarecrow.
She needs the one from Costco, the skeleton climbing out as well. I think that would.
Well, I've got a 6-foot like electronic werewolf that I got.
Yes.
So I got it on 50% off. It was after Halloween last year, and it was like in the discount thing. I'm like, you know what? I need a 6-foot werewolf to scare the shit out of children. So, but yeah, creepy doll will be accessorized a little bit. We'll make. I don't know if you need to add to it though. It's pretty fucking scary just the way it is.
Dude, there's an Apple TV Plus series about dolls like that.
Yeah, it
is creepy as hell.
That convention was. You know what was strange about the convention? It brought black and white women together like I've never seen.
Of
It
all
was
age
Unity.
groups.
It was Unity.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it's good. She's not blinking. That's just how X-ray girls' eyes are, says Snex for $2.
They're always closed. You're right.
They're always closed. Eddie Brock, 9043 for $2.49. As blocked me. Chris, LOL, can't understand why. I don't understand why.
I don't understand.
You're not blocked here, Eddie Brock. Andy R for $1.99. Is Gary's book available on Kindle? It will be at one point. Yes. So we're doing the pre-sale, and these are going to be like a little different versions, and then it'll be on Kindle and Audible eventually. Hero Chris Gore recommended book 30 Days to a Better Life. Says Cross Based.
I sent that. I talked about that book, how it's helped me. I have a copy as a PDF, and I'll send it to anybody who asks.
Well, since your stroke, you've been like taking care of yourself. You know, it got you eating better. You lost weight. You look great. So
Thanks.
you know, good came out of it. Good came out of it.
Good came out of it.
You got a nice girlfriend.
I do.
Yeah.
She's so sweet.
Yeah, I'm off the market. So there you go.
Yeah, she's cool.
Oh,
I like her.
awesome.
John Gets Gaming for $5 from Stop Asian Hate to Ukraine. As soon as it's bad optics for certain groups, a movement dies. They don't care. They just want to virtue signal. They don't care. They don't care. And the media is the fucking worst. The media is Satan. The media, you cannot hate them enough. You cannot hate them enough. But, you know, they dig their own hole, and then they wonder, they write articles like, how has the media lost its credibility? Well, because you never had any. Fuck off. Oy, oy, oy. That pissed me off so much. I think it was Shu on Head originally tweeted that headline, and I'm like, I cannot fucking believe this. But then I can. Then I can. Sunny Hard R for $1.99. What films should we watch this month? Catch up on any old movies that you you haven't watched?
Yeah.
What tentpole wise? So Conjuring, Chris liked it, the last one. It's killing it at the box office. It's doing really good. And maybe that's, you know, maybe we'll get a flood of cheaper horror movies, which I would be more willing to try than anything else right now. What sucks is genre will suffer. Alien Earth is incredibly dumb. And even Robert Meyer Burnett acknowledged it last night after watching that episode. And I can't even get into you how dumb it was. Here's one example. They have a lab with 5 incredibly dangerous aliens. They send a battle robot that is very expensive IP, basically your key to immortality, but it's there's a 12-year-old kid inside, to feed the aliens. He decides to open the door and keep it open with his leg, right? And he gets eaten by the aliens. Sorry to spoil it, but the flies, which eat like metal and stuff, eat him. And it leads to low sperm count getting the face hugger on him at the end. So this incredibly secure lab, Chris, do you know what's in it? This incredibly secure lab with 5 dangerous aliens. A vent, a big vent that conveniently fits people that has a cover on it that's about this thick. After you introduced flies that eat metal, now how are they in the metal containment? I don't know, because they can eat through it. And that's not even the beginning of how dumb this is. Like, I'm watching it with Mahler, and Mahler's suffering through this. It's kind of entertaining, to be honest with you. But we did a full review on it last night. You can watch it on Nerdrotic Live.
I have to finish it.
It's
I have to finish it.
It's great sets, some interesting ideas, a couple of good actors. You know, Vivian from The Young Ones, the evil Alfred, he's good. And Morrow is good. The cyborg is good. And they're completely wasted in this stupid fucking show with great sets. It looks great until you get to the xenomorph, who's a dude in a costume, and it looks ridiculous.
Look, I don't even like to wear sandals in public because I'm not into my own toe.
You don't
my
wear
own
shorts.
toes.
I never see you wear shorts.
I rarely wear shorts. Rarely, maybe by the pool. But when boy, what's his name, put his feet up on the desk and picked at his, how there was so enough with the childish shit.
Yeah, it was.
I was disgusted.
Yeah, so something significant happens at the end, but most of it. Oh, the dumbest thing was they erased the redheaded rope. So if you haven't watched the show, there's a bunch of kids, or there's a bunch of adult super battle robots that are basically superheroes that have the minds of 12-year-old children because they are malleable. They're the only thing that works. So they're prototypes for immortality. And that's what the company's trying to sell. But they put them in all these impossible situations. They're never this is supposed to be sci-fi. It's supposed to be smart. There's nobody observing anybody. There's no security anywhere. There's no alarms when dangerous aliens escape. I mean, it's just like basic stuff that you should be covering doesn't get covered in this. I'll do a full review. And this was being touted as the Andor of Alien. That is an insane statement. I think I saw Robot Head and Robert Meyer Burnett both like, we tried, we gave it our best effort on this and we were out. I would argue. I would argue that it's been dumb all year, but like, hey, Eddie Brock 9043 for 249 says Dexter Original Sin was the prequel New Blood. Slane Hope says 9 Inch Nails still tours. Yeah, they did. It's like, okay, for example, before Daft Punk, and I liked 9 Inch Nails back in the day quite a bit, but Daft Punk went out on top, absolutely went out on top. They progressively got better, and 9 Inch Nails did not. 9 Inch Nails disappeared for a while, and they haven't been prominent for years and years and years. And they're basically touring like Metallica, mostly off their old stuff. Much respect to the band. Remember when Trent Reznor, I don't know if he's still super buff. Remember when he got super buff for a little while?
Yeah,
took steroids?
He got jacked. He was like a drug addict, gangly skinny, and then got jacked and cut his hair.
I remember seeing him at Coachella,
Weird.
and he walks out and he's like, I'm like, that's Trent Reznor? What the fuck? It was crazy. Yeah, we'll see. Larry Escher for $5. Dan Vask really missed the boat by not making a heavy metal version of the K-pop Demon Hunter song. Does he hate money? I think that window is still open, Dan.
It would be a good version. I've heard other heavy metal versions of the boy band songs.
That will win Oscars, that movie.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Drinker watched it and liked it.
Yeah, did you see Drinker's review? I know you watch all his reviews.
Yes,
Gary.
I did. That's the most I'll ever watch of that movie is supporting my friend Drinker. I watch all his videos. I put a little like on there too. I do that with everybody. I do that with everybody.
Mrs. Nerdrotic should watch it.
She will without
she
me.
Will.
I am not watching that.
Like it.
I tried to watch it, Chris. I tried.
Yeah.
Chris, you need to get out of here.
Yeah, I kind of do.
Okay.
I got to watch Alien Earth and eat and do a bunch of shit. But yeah, tell Mrs. Nerdrotic, have her do a guest review on your channel.
Okay.
In your style.
She can
that would
watch
be
it.
hilarious. First of all, that will be 1 million views.
No, it won't.
That review. Okay, 800,000.
Be 3 million. Okay.
Talk about how you hate it. Then this other voice comes in and does the review, and she'll probably like it. That would be fun. That would be funny.
That's a kind of a good idea. I like it.
Do it.
I like it.
I mean, she does a lot for the channel, runs the merch, and
she does
media.
everything. She manages the money. She manages the merch. She does Instagram. She's helping prepare
communications.
She does communications. She helped facilitate the book. She's working on the taxes
planning.
right now. Event
Customer
planning.
service.
Yeah.
Like she's your secret weapon.
Oh, the channel be fucked without her completely.
Yeah. So, I gotta run, but
later, brother. Thanks for staying
always
this long.
love streaming with you. I feel like I can talk about topics I don't normally talk about on FilmThreat.
Yeah.
So,
well, I'm especially we're free to talk about whatever on the Nooner.
Yeah, it's open, but but thank you so much. Love hanging out. Hollywood on the Rocks in an hour by 1 p.m. Pacific, hour and a half from now. Join Alan and I, and I'll talk to you later.
Later, brother.
Bye.
Go
Take
watch
care.
him. Go watch him later. Hollywood on the Rocks. Those Steph, my nerdy home blocking FilmThreat guys. I'd have kept her blocked.
Oh my God. Is it because of the Edward doll?
It's because of the fucking Edward doll. I should have blocked her ass back then. Oh, we can't react to Twilight.
No, you'll get hit.
No, well, I wouldn't care about copyright claim, but I did get confirmation from my partner manager that it would get blocked. It would get pulled down after about, he'd say you probably get away with it for like 10 minutes and then they'd pull it down. So it's like, I'm like, well, then why show it for free on YouTube? He's like, I don't know. I saw it had about like 4,000 people watching it.
It varies between 2 to 5, I think.
Yep. And those are
Good
just
idea.
Shad and his kids. Those Mormons.
And stuff.
They like to have babies. They do. John Gets Gaming for $5. Keep going with the dad advice. Use a condom. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Never invade Russia in the winter. Baking soda is great for bee stings. Absolutely.
Oh,
There's
I had no
nothing
idea
a little
about that.
tap water and a little Robitussin can't fix. Put some Robitussin on it. No, with the content creator thing, I mean, I just, when things started going good for this channel early on, X-Ray Girl, I had just gotten out of like a bankruptcy. As a matter of fact, when I started the channel, I was still in bankruptcy. I was in bankruptcy until 2018. My credit score was shit. I couldn't get a credit card if I wanted to. But you know what was great? It got me used to not having a credit card. And we have one for the business now that we pay off, that we use as little as possible, that we pay off every month. We carry no debt. My car is paid off. We invested wisely after decades of work to have a house in San Francisco. We sold it and we were able to buy our house outright. So we put ourselves in a position to where to minimize that debt. It was had a lot to do with a lot of hard work and falling down and getting back up again. And it's possible. Anybody can do it. It sucks because it isn't fair out there and the housing market is fucking insane. I'm not going to say it isn't.
It's hard to buy.
But it was hard to buy when I was young too.
Mm-hmm.
It was. And what wasn't available when I was young was the gig economy, was the side hustle economy, which is very available now, to the point where I know people who are doing well, who Uber and sell stuff on Etsy, and they've got like 3 or 4 things going on and they're paying the mortgage, not rent, mortgage. Right.
Yeah.
Basically what I did was what Melissa and I did. And this was after she lost her. Melissa used to make a lot more money than I did. Like a lot. I was a parts guy and a comic shop owners don't make a lot of money. This might be breaking news. There's a couple years where I didn't make any, technically. So, I mean, the taxes were good that year, but I didn't make any money. But once that was gone, we had to we're like, well, shit, we're old. So we need to do something. And we did. And we put ourselves in a position to where, if everything fell apart, that we could easily pay the bills with a part-time job. Right. And that was thanks to her hard work and my hard work. And then YouTube came along, and that was it's like winning a lottery that you have to work your ass off for. And being grateful about just understanding that it's gravy. Like, this is amazing. This is an amazing job. It's tons of fun. I don't ever want to stop, and I won't. And I was doing it for no money for a long time and having a great time. Great time. So I would just say, keep that in mind. There's peaks and valleys at YouTube all the time. So I guess the key is to think about the cover of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Don't panic. Don't panic. That'd be my best advice. Also, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, for sure. Oh, and the best advice I could give to any content creator, not that I'm some guru. I'm not, okay? I'm not. I'm an idiot. But don't marry an OnlyFans model. Don't marry an OnlyFans model. Men, if you're out there, youngsters, don't marry an OnlyFans model. If you listen to me about anything, listen to that. Okay?
Okay. Thank you, Gary.
You too. Women too.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't like sharing anyway, so.
Tune in Aquino Casino tonight. They'll be talking about, I think it's tonight, they're going to be talking about that iDubbbz video. Woo! Oh, my. Where have all the edgelords gone? The Silver Bear for $4.99. DeCarlos Brown Jr., the stabber and murderer of the Ukraine-trained woman, is staying at Atrium Medical Center in North Carolina. Do God's work, humans. #justice. I'm sure he's got plenty of security. There would have been a time if he was thrown in the general pop, he might have gotten taken care of in prison. I don't know what it's like there now. He might ride in as a hero to some people. Don't know. I don't know. I used to do some H&I work. Maybe I should get back into that. Hospitals and institutions, X-ray girl. So it's basically you go in and run meetings in hospitals and institutions and prisons.
Okay.
I think I should do that again. Been a while since I did some service. Yeah, it's been a while, so I don't know what it's like in there. God, I can't imagine prison where you can't smoke. Ooh. And when I was in prison, it was segregated. Like, they did not put white people with black people in a cell. They did not put Mexican people with black people in a cell. They didn't even put immigrants with Chicanos in a cell at the time. Matthew Hammond for $5. Continuing from my previous question, have movies been dead since early 2000s when TV replaced them and comic book movies propped up the studios? Which studio will be the first to stop making movies outside of acquiring some completed movies for distribution? That's a good question, because that day is coming, brother. I mean,
they're making AI movies now.
Yeah. There's a startup that's about to make AI podcasts that you can pay $1 for, and they're going to start doing AI podcasts. That's about the last thing in the world I'd want to listen to. But people keep making podcasts. I watch a ton of YouTube. A ton of YouTube. I watch Culture Casino in the morning. I watch Geeks and Gamers Daily. I'll watch Angry Badger. I watch Chris, of course. DA Derek Anderson. I watch him he's got a live stream late at night that I watch all the time. I watch everybody's streams. I watch Salty Nerd on Saturday morning. Watch Tuesday night's Main Event. Of course, I watch Open Bar, but I watch most everybody I subscribe to is still making live streams. I watch because it's entertaining. Because you guys are way more entertaining and informative than the corporate gobbledygook that we get. I also think it's good if you're a content creator to kind of be aware of your platform and what's going on and just be into it, generally into it. Rogue Disciple for $1.99. Your boy Zach is a hypocritical loser. I hope he works himself out. Going through something. Going through something. Sean Roberts for $5. I share my recorded races for fun. I have no intention of making this a career. Though I am trying to make Team USA for the esports Olympics. There you go.
That's fun.
Dan Fouts should have done cocaine. He might have won a Super Bowl. Christopher Peak, you're right. He should have won a Super Bowl. San Diego Chargers, unfortunately, will never win a Super Bowl.
I don't know. Do you know who Charlie Kirk is?
Yeah.
He got shot.
What?
Yeah, at a speaking event in Utah.
This is what the media has created. This is what the legacy media has created. I'm telling you, I'm not Tim Pool, obviously, because I'm older and I don't have as much money. And I don't say Civil War all the time. And quite frankly, he's curtailed the Civil War stuff. But we are getting to dangerous levels. So a video from Utah University where shots, did he get shot or shot at?
He got shot. And I think I saw in another article, I don't know if this is real, but they said he got shot in the neck. Maybe.
That's not good. Fired at Charlie Kirk event. This leftist violence must be stopped. And they're the ones who are violent. They were the ones who were executing somebody back in remember, like MAGA was getting executed in the previous, not this last election, but the previous one. Remember Colorado, dude got shot in the head. And it's a lot of it is these crazy white leftist Antifa fucktards. Let me know if you get more details.
I will.
Prayers to Charlie Kirk. Getting shot in the neck is not good. I hope he's okay. Fucking A. This is why we have security at our events. Not that I'm worried about much, but just so you know, every meetup, and Jeremy's talked about this before, every meetup, there's security. There's people packing. Every meetup. Because we have to. We've gotten, in the past, we've gotten threats before we try not to make a big issue of it because we don't want to incentivize people. But in the past, there have been called in threats at places that we've gone to. Threats to my kid's school. They found out where my kid's school was. I mean, like, it's crazy. And I just talk about movies and TV shows. Demon Slayer for 40 yen says, tell some steps to fix rogue gallery of
I don't know what that is.
It's WW, so I'm like, Wonder Woman, Superman?
Wonder Woman and Superman?
And Superman?
I had to add some letters in there earlier.
That would take an entire video, but steps. I think both of them have a decent rogues. Honestly, Flash. Oh, Batman's number 1. I think Flash is 2. As far as rogues galleries of villains in DC, I think Wonder Woman's are pretty good. Fixing them, that would take an entire video. I have to do research. But I don't know if they need to be fixed. I mean, the comics need to be fixed fundamentally. Ben Reed Grimm says, did you know 1,200 cops in Cats were arrested by pants in the UK? I didn't. That's a meme from yesterday from Real BBC. Hale, the Empire Strips Back has a residency in Vegas at the Rio.
Whoa.
It was a blast. Thanks for recommending the show. It's amazing. White chocolate. I mean, if you're like Odin, if you're a practicing Catholic, right? Like a pretty hardcore practicing Catholic, probably not going to want to go to the Empire Strips Back. But I recommend it for everybody else. It's good fun. I'm not going to say it's wholesome family fun because you see titties. But it's funny. And it's the best Star Wars I've seen in years. Robert Hayes for $4.99. Hale, have you 3 ever seen European ripoff movies such as Robo-War, Predator ripoff, and Jaws 5, Cruel Jaws? I haven't seen those 2, but I've seen others. Have you seen the Russian Lord of the Rings? where Gollum looks like a cabbage. I mean, a lot of people have seen it. It's hilarious. It's better than Rings of Power. Commies made a better show than Amazon. John Gets Gaming for $5. Speaking of cons, come to Pittsburgh to the Steel City 3 times a year, or Phoenix Fan Expo, 4th biggest con in the nation, so I can finally meet you guys. I wouldn't mind going to Pittsburgh. But I go to Arizona a lot. The Fan Expos are doing well. I'd say right now, MegaCon. I think MegaCon's the biggest con in the country because San Diego is capped by the fire marshal. I think MegaCon that'll eventually happen. It happens to every con that gets too big. But right now, MegaCon is the biggest. MegaCon is kind of a more like a Fan Expo, which is a celebrity petting zoo. But I think it's better now. I think I had more fun at like San Diego is fun, but it's because it's with the people I'm with. It's not necessarily being in the con. I took my kid and he was like, it was too much for him. It was just the sensory thing was a little bit too much for him. And he grew up in those things. Yeah, San Diego's like lost its magic a long time ago. I would recommend going to MegaCon. There was an energy to MegaCon that was fun. J Rex has gifted 1 Nerdrotic membership for $5. Thank you. Eddie from Outer Space for €2 says, off topic. There's no off topic here, brother. I really don't get why 28 years is hated. A lot of people hate it because the trailer was so good and it was so not the trailer, like at all. I kind of liked it. But I don't necessarily think I like where it's going. It looks like we're going to have the Dong King running around and Nia DaCosta's directing. And yeah. But I kind of liked it because it was just weird. I kind of liked it. Silo full of Cool Ranch Doritos for $5. People made fun of the Buffalo Bills for not winning a Super Bowl, but Dan Fouts wished he got to go at least one. Yeah. Dan Fouts was one ground-breaking passer from a coach that changed offense forever in the NFL. Forever. And a lot of the offenses that you saw for decades were a spinoff of his offense. Which were, the true innovator was Sid Gilman. But they're in LA now. And if they win a Super Bowl in LA, it's going to be bittersweet, man. Bittersweet. It'll make my son happy. My son's a Charger fan, and he has no connection to San Diego, so he doesn't give a shit. He was born in San Francisco. So, and he's a Giants fan. He's a Giants and Chargers fan, but not a 49er fan. Although I went to a lot of 49er games. So I'm interested. But I think if I was going to get back into the gay NFL, I would probably be a Packer fan. I've been to a lot of Packer games now, and as a part-time resident of Wisconsin, maybe I'd be a Packer fan. Plus, they have big old G on their helmets. X-Ray Girl. Pepsi Man for $5. Star Trek Continues was great. It was made by Vic Mignogna. It was great. You should have him on an episode. He got canceled for some bullshit. Oh, Pepsi Man, we talked about it. As a matter of fact, the only time I've ever really gotten a dirty look or multiple dirty looks at conventions is the Star Trek convention I went to in Vegas. The last one I went to was 2 or 3 years ago. And I had an I Stand with Vic T-shirt that I was walking around the convention, and I was getting the dirtiest looks. I lost my mom to cancer about 2 weeks ago, and 28 years really hit home for me. Okay. Especially the scene. Watched it again with her in the cinema, and she loved it. Eddie from Outer Space. Rest in peace to your mom. Mm-hmm. Fuck cancer, man. Yeah, that's the part. Like some people were questioning it. I'm like, no. kid wanting to save his mom would do some crazy, desperate shit. That made sense to me. Just got a bargain today. The movie Don't Look Now with Donald Sutherland on 4K. And the 90s space... Oh, I thought you were going to say 1992 space movie. 90s Space Above and Beyond series for less than a UK $5. That's a bargain. I have Above and Beyond. Somebody sent it to me. Nerd fandoms are very welcoming, but when they are too welcoming and disingenuous activists infiltrate. Correct. That's why some fandoms are starting to gatekeep now. Yes, the ones that are still around. Warhammer, hold the line. Inspector for $4.99. Did you hear that the voice of Beast Boy? Yes, Greg. Oh, I did hear this. Greg, is it Sipes or Kipes? My son told me this news because my son is a huge, not Teen Titans Go, but Teen Titans fan. Huge. My son's really into DC animation, like massively into it. You know, Logan. And he's the one who told me this news. Got fired by Warner Brothers on Valentine's Day for having Parkinson's disease. Are you surprised? Are you actually? I mean, that's Hollywood. But Warner Brothers basically got rid of Zack Snyder after his fucking daughter committed suicide. They're scum. They're fucking scum. They're scum. Associated with, not associated with Zack Snyder. The guy had to leave because his daughter committed suicide, and they're like, "Fuck this dude," and threw him under a bus. But, you know, instead of, but what does Zack Snyder do after that? He acts like one of them. He just goes, that's part of the game. Ministry of Wrong Thing for $4.99. The Hellfire video authenticity definitively proves these UAPs aren't just a visual phenomenon. They are real, physical things. Yeah, whatever they are, they're real. I tend to lean that they're not ours, except for that one guy who said, I want to talk about it in a skiff. I think that's like, now.
I mean, both can be true.
Yep.
Right?
Well, I think a lot of the stuff is ours that is engineered, reverse engineered from UFOs. Yeah. True Citizen Zero for $5. I saw that happen live. I'll talk to Gary offline if he wants.
Interesting.
I'd love to talk to you about it. And I know you can't say anything because like too many details are given. And plus you have oaths that I would respect. Japanese demon lord Abir Lucifer for $5. The UFO is less shocking than NASA admitting they found life on Mars a few hours ago. Did that happen, X-Ray Girl?
We can look.
I know they made an announcement. They were going to make an announcement today.
Okay. Samples found by NASA's.
You got an article you can throw up? Or
sure.
Yeah. Visual aids.
Okay. It's rover finds strongest evidence yet of ancient life on Mars. Author urges caution, says further research needed. So I guess we found samples.
We found samples of maybe something. Caution's going to be needed. So they made a big deal yesterday that they were going to announce something, and they're going, well, we think we found something. Fucking NASA.
We could talk more about this.
A sample obtained by NASA's Perseverance rover of a rock formed billions of years ago from sediment on the bottom of a lake. Contains potential signs of ancient microbial life on Mars. According to scientists, though the minerals spotted in the sample can also be from non-biological process. So this is no fucking news. By the way, they found evidence of microbial life in 1997. Bill Clinton ran a fucking press conference. They even put it in the movie fucking Contact. Then they poo-pooed it. But the fact of the matter is, keep it right there. Don't go too far. Don't go. They've known about microbial life for 30 years. The discovery detailed in research published on Wednesday represents one of the best pieces of evidence to date about the possibility of Earth's planetary neighbor once harboring life. Since landing on the Martian surface in 2021, the 6-wheeled rover has been exploring the Jezero crater, or is it Jezero? An area of the planet's northern hemisphere that was once flooded with water and home to an ancient lake basin. As it seeks signs of ancient life, Perseverance has been collecting samples of rock and loose material called regolith and analyzing them with its various onboard instruments. The rover obtained the newly described sample called the Sapphire Canyon sample in a place called the Bright Angel Rock Formation. The formation consists of fine-grained mudstones and coarse-grained conglomerates, a kind of sedimentary rock composed of gravel-sized particles cemented together by finer-grained sediments. Stony Brook University planetary scientist Joel Hurwitz, who led the study published in the Journal of Nature, said that a potential biosignature, in quotes, was detected in multi-billion-year-old sedimentary rocks. Does it surprise anybody that they found maybe microbial life at the bottom of a lake that they knew was a lake because Mars used to look like our planet billions of years ago? That was before X-Ray Girl. The planet exploded in our solar system, creating the asteroid field and knocking the shit out of everything in the solar system. Mm-hmm. But science says that didn't happen. Even though there's moons and basically one half of Mars is pelted with meteors and the other half is not. But whatever. Caution is needed. Yeah, whatever. So, it's more of the same, but the microbial life thing, they've known for years. They just need to be cautious because they need to keep NASA's almost a grift now. They take take a lot of our money and they don't do shit. And they charge us a lot for it. And SpaceX is running circles around them. And I want NASA to succeed. I want us to go to the moon and Mars. We're going to need to.
Want colonies there and to visit there one day.
Well, you can. I'm not going to. If you want great traditional values in writing, I think gaming-wise, MGS3 and FF16 would serve you well. Don't mind the numbers. They're both great jumping on points. And MGS3 just got a good remake. It's a 60s espionage thriller, and you can play on easy. Thank you, John. It's time. Video games are really cool. I really do enjoy them, but I can sit down and play a game unless I'm streaming for you guys for like an hour, and then I feel like I should be doing something else. Are you tired, X-Ray Girl?
Yeah, I woke up at 5 for the gym. I know. I'm sorry.
These killers have more than 3 sets of strikes, Slain Hope, for $2. Yes. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Clank, clank, I'm a tank for $5. Trump can just send in the ATF with the same ROE that they had for Ruby Ridge to Chicago. Well, they're more than happy to to burn children at Waco and kill children at Ruby Ridge, our state government. And they were actually concerned that they might have radicalized some people with that. I don't know why people would get radicalized at the state trying to serve a basic warrant, killing a guy's son. I honestly don't care what the guy believed. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't justify what our fucking state police did. That was murder. And watching that shit, watching Waco, I was in prison when I was watching that set. That was unfucking believable. Unbelievable. That fucking dyke, Janet Reno, called the order in to burn a bunch of children because there was some big threat. This compound was some big threat. Chris from Michigan for $5. While black fathers need to step up and stick around, I also think it would be more likely to happen if black women weren't so loud and overbearing. I think what happens is y'all have to work together to work this out, or you won't. It's the hard truth about it. Had a few friends in the Marine Corps who made a choice. Go to jail or join the Marines by the judge. Yeah, that was a choice. And I don't know if they still do that or not. Pretty easy choice. Go to the Marines. Look up Ship Us South Ice Simulator. Says Little Jim's Halo for $2. Pepelina for €5 says, about to start the Amazon Prime 30-day trial because of Secret Level. Any other show, movie I should be looking out for on Amazon Prime? Reacher.
Yeah.
Clarkson's Farm. Clarkson's Farm. The Grand Tour. What one just came out on Prime? Terminalist. Terminalist, Dark Wolf.
Dark Wolf, yes.
Yeah, so on your 30-day trial, you can watch. I mean, the first thing you should actually watch is Clarkson's Farm all the way through.
It's so heartwarming.
It's one of the best shows there. But then you can watch Reacher, Terminalist, Dark Wolf. If you're a comic fan, watch The Tick. The Tick series is really good. Is Greg Rook run of Wonder Woman any good? I heard it's woke. It's woke. It's shit. I don't like it at all. And I didn't like it at the time. It's a preachy fucking book. Rook is a male feminist. Greedy Graffiti for $4.99. Lowe's Home Improvement has a 20-inch inflatable skeleton. 20 foot, sorry. They also have a 6-foot animated DJ skeleton with Bluetooth turntables, LOL. That's fucking awesome.
That's cool.
Have you seen clips of Billy Corrigan on Stern and Rogan saying he saw a shapeshifter? Polaris YouTube channel says it happened in bed with
my God.
with Tila Tequila. Random commenter. Tila Tequila. Wasn't he? She was dating Sean Merriman, the linebacker from the Chargers for a while, who I follow on Twitter. Daniel Todd for $2. Charlie Kirk was just shot. Yeah. Any update on that?
Okay, I've been following. So they have someone in custody. Don't know the identity.
Oh, it's
of
a
the
BYU too.
Yeah. Oh. It happened in a crowd. He was the only one shot. Apparently, he got shot and he recoiled, and it looked like he was bleeding from his neck. And then he got taken away to, assumingly, the hospital.
Well, as long as it didn't hit an artery, which would be really easy to hit in the neck.
I mean, I feel like you would see that happen, and but hopefully he's okay. But I'm waiting for updates on this. This happens every couple minutes or so.
Meanwhile, South Park will just make a fucking episode about Trump. A couple of episodes I'll defend South Park. You can Trump is not a sacred cow. You can go after him. 4 fucking episodes in a row on this shit. It's like you lost me.
Oh, people are saying there was a lot. I haven't seen the video. I kind of don't really want to see the video.
You want to see? Well, I can watch it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Garrett says he's not okay. Oh,
he's not okay.
Oh, that sucks.
So, what's not okay, Garrett?
Well, people are saying there's a close up of the video of the shot. Massive artery hit, lots of blood gushing. No way he survived. Oh. I'm not going to watch the video.
So the guy who shot Charlie Kirk as a boomer is an old fucking white
guy.
Old fucking white guy. You fucking boomers.
Oh gosh. Okay.
So here, let me go to Twitter. What? Yeah. What's not good?
You probably could find the video easily. I'm just not going to look at your screen while you do that.
There's people running.
Yeah. We can't show the video obviously here, but you guys go to Twitter. It's a very easily found video.
Unfucking believable.
Yeah, the shooter is in custody. the video isn't gory. I don't know. I just don't like seeing videos like that.
Yeah, there's him getting hit. There's a picture of him getting hit.
I mean, and like he has a very young family. There's a picture someone posted on Twitter of his family.
Yeah. There he is getting shot in the side of the neck.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Mm.
Oh. It didn't look good.
Yeah.
He kind of went limp.
It's just sad.
Fucking pieces of fucking shit. Here's what I'll say. There's I got to be really careful with my words here. This could get really fucking ugly. And if you wake the giant, the sleeping giant that is the regular folk who are done with this shit, it ain't going to end well for anybody. That's why it's really important for us to not shoot people for speaking, not arrest people for making jokes, because the alternative, which I believe the deep state wants, the alternative is conflict. And the more they keep us in conflict, the more they can stay in control. And that's why you see the legacy media not report certain things, because they want this. They want why do you think they're letting criminals out in the street? Because they want to erode the system. They want to wear you down. They want to demoralize you into capitulation so they can come in and save the day. Problem, reaction, solution. It's a long game. It's a long fucking game.
Gary, in the chat, I'm having a hard time highlighting it and opening it, but that's the close-up video someone sent me to show you. If you want to watch that.
Hang on. I don't know if I want to share
I'm
it.
not. I'm definitely not watching that video.
Oh.
Is it bad?
It's bad. There's blood gushing out of his neck. Who's the fucker who shot him?
They don't know the identity as of yet.
How do they not know? Did they catch him?
No. Well, no. Well, not reported. They caught him. He's in custody. So I'm assuming they know. They just haven't released it yet.
I'd be surprised if he survives.
Yeah. It sucks.
Fucking little coward pieces of fucking shit. Oh, well. This just escalated, folks. Oh, where's Mark Hamill? Where's George Takei? Where's Chris Evans? Where Stephen Colbert? Are anybody going to fucking call this out? Is anybody going to fucking call this out? Of course not. Of course not.
God, he's 31 years old.
Have they announced anything yet?
Nothing besides what I've told you. Just people tweeting and saying things, prayers for him.
Fucking see so much bloody fucking violence on
Twitter.
Yeah, dude. And
I don't like being on Twitter right now.
Well, I mean, I thought I'd seen enough in real life. You know, I've seen somebody bleed that much out of a neck and survive. I have. But that wasn't a bullet. It was It was a shank.
Knife?
Yeah.
If you hold on to it and apply pressure, but I mean, I didn't see the video, so I don't know. Maybe, but if from what chat and you say is pretty bloody, I don't know.
It's bad. And he goes limp. Okay, so right here, he gets he's standing, so he gets shot right here. And that's the artery. And it just
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm not going to show it. I am not going to show it.
No.
Hell no. His poor wife, his poor kids. I want to see the motherfucker who did it.
I know.
That's what they wanted to do to Trump. And that's what they want to do to you.
Garrett says a lot of people immediately ran in to help, so hopefully they were able to stop the bleeding. Ooh, surgery. They need a lot of surgery for that. And then
it's loss of blood. I mean, you know more than me, but
I
did see the guy who survived. What I saw didn't take the thing out. That was part of the thing. So he had the instrument
still in.
It was
Which is
coming
helpful.
out like fucking Monty Python blood. And he was a big motherfucker, so he didn't go down. And then they had to clear it out, and then the MTs came in, and yeah, he was fine eventually.
This week is bad.
Yeah. Don't watch it, though. Just don't watch it.
No plans on it.
I'll just keep an eye on, like, if we hear if you hear anything, please let us know. I gotta get through this.
I'll be watching.
Jesus Christ. It's a mad world. It's a mad world. But are you fucking surprised? The legacy media has been harping on this shit for a decade now. And there's a lot of mentally fragile people who were completely broken during COVID. But quite frankly, they were broken when Trump became president, a celebrity that people used to kind of like generally, who all of a sudden became Hitler. And what has been the narrative from the corporate media? Hitler, Nazis, anybody who's on the right is a Nazi. They're not human. They want to lock up Jews. They want to fucking lock up all the immigrants. They're evil. They must be stopped at any cost. And some people are going to fucking listen. And you know, a lot of it was grifting hyperbole to make some money like CNN did for the ratings and everything. And they sold out our country like they always do. And who gets hurt? You know, regular people. Charlie Kirk is just a commentator. Might not agree with everything. Listen, there's a lot of people I don't like what they say, but I want them to have the right to say it publicly because I think that's the best way to challenge bad ideas is to hear them clearly from people. You don't see one side doing this shit and you see the other side doing this shit a lot. It's a problem. It's a fucking problem. You know, we were just talking about the black community has to fix their own problem. Hey, progressive left. Hey, radical progressive left. You need to fucking check yourself. This is your problem now. This is your fucking problem now. You created this problem and you had the backing. You're talking about oligarchies all the fucking time. You were up fucking Silicon Valley's ass less than a year ago. Getting everything you wanted. And you still are, by the way, talking about fucking oligarchies while you're flying around in private jets, you piece of shit, Bernie Sanders. So you created this problem. Don't be pointing the finger at Trump's America or MAGA or the working class. Look in the fucking mirror. You created this problem. And now you might have killed a commentator. I hope not. Somebody tried to kill him. Well, we have a mental health problem in this country. We certainly do. And you know what doesn't help? Fucking propaganda and rhetoric. Look at this fucking old fucking fuck piece of shit boomer. Fuck you. Get ass raped, piece of shit. To death. In Minecraft. Yeah. Bunch of hysterical old fucking boomers or whatever the fuck that was. Whatever the fuck some psycho is. But it certainly doesn't help that we have a mental health crisis and we have a media that is stringing out lie after lie after fucking lie and demonizing half of our fucking country. Of course, there's going to be consequences. Unfucking believable. But sadly, are we that surprised? He's got to be 70. I mean, he could be just a psycho. He could be Gen X. He could be a regular NPR listener. That would be my guess, but I could be wrong. I already did watch it. But don't watch it. You don't need to see death, folks. Or horrible violence like that. You don't need to see it. Doesn't. It's deeply, deeply disturbing. It was a throat shot, Gary. It doesn't look good. Pray and pray hard. Yes, Andrew Fay for $19.99. Pray for Charlie Kirk, please. Radio Man 1017 for $5. Funko Pop single-handedly killed San Diego Comic-Con. That and a lack of any compelling guests have left the show lacking. MegaCon is the new go-to. It is. It is. Charlie Kirk shot today at Utah Valley University. At BYU. Right, Master Puppets? BYU. Demon Slayer. Gary, can you please do detailed video on fixing comics? I could. I could just go with the suggestions I had 15, 20 years ago that, might have worked. I don't know. I'm not some genius. The guy who shot Charlie Kirk was a boomer, says Japanese Demon Lord. Chicago way. They send Charlie to the hospital. Hope Charlie recovers fast. Yep. Well, that's what we're all trying to avoid, right? We're trying to avoid violence in the streets. And how long are people going to put up with fucking riots in LA where people are flying the country they're fleeing, the shithole country they're fleeing of Mexico. Mexico could be a great country, but it's not. It's a shithole where they find dozens of severed heads, sewage treatment is shit. They have a bunch of oil, but they don't know what to fucking do with it because they don't have the fucking infrastructure because they're so fucking corrupt. It could be a great country, but it's not. So they flee it, and then they start a riot here flying their flag. And they don't really put the connection how optically that's not going to make you any friends. Right? So we have that going on. We have our media demonizing half the fucking country. We have Hollywood demonizing half the country. Social media, Google, Facebook, Twitter, up until very recently, were very complicit in demonizing our country and denying people of their rights. When we had 3-letter agencies caught working at Twitter, so they still work at Google, they still work at Facebook, and everywhere else. So after all of this division where it's like literally baked into scripts of TV shows that we talk about on a much lighter level, then we're constantly hearing it on, the late night talk show hoes, all hoes, the late night talk show hoes. I did not mispronounce hoes. All say the same fucking thing. Howard Stern says the same fucking thing. These are people who are supposed to be in competition. Don't you think that's a little weird? Don't you think that's a little odd? There's going to be a breaking point. The common sense people, the people in the center left, center right, normal people who go to work every day, who the elite class in the fourth estate is disconnected from. Hollywood I can hear that keyboard, is disconnected from. Social media, the billionaires are disconnected from. When they've had enough, and I don't know when that is. I don't know when that tipping point is. But we want to avoid this. Lead singer of Christian rock band Skillet, John Cooper, wrote the book Wimpy, Weak, and Woke. That explains this all. The chaos is the point. The chaos is the point. And that's what they want. That's what I was talking about earlier, is they want to destabilize. They want to demoralize. And they do it because it works. Most people just want to live their lives and be happy. And that's why, remember when Jar Jar Abrams said no more white or enough white comfort during the riots from Bad Robot? They want to destroy your comfort. They don't want you. They want to get you in the comfort. They make you comfort. They lure you in with comfort. And then they take it away. And it's stressful. And you're willing to go, okay, just leave me alone. Do whatever. Leave me alone. That's what they want. That's what they want. And a lot of people did that. A lot of people did that during COVID. We can't do that now. Let's see how the mainstream media reacts. Observe. Hey, Gary, Chris, and X-Ray Girl from Kenneth LaRocca. Thank you, Gary. You'll fic audiobook now. I will. The Raging Cajun. Well, thank you for joining up. Watch RRR. If you don't like Chris Gore. I don't like Chris Gore. Fuck him. I'm going to block him on Twitter. UK has cooked. Free speech is cooked right now. Love Forbidden Frontier, but it's unwatchable because the ads every 5 minutes. Oh, well, tell me about it. Is this on the VOD?
So I just checked, and there are a lot of ads. So I was going to ask you
guys.
about that
you guys are going to. Well, I mean, the standing order is to check it and reduce it. Yeah, I can hear your keyboard still.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's the standing order from months ago. But it's unwatchable of ads every 5 minutes, and they're super long too, and we can't skip them. What's happening? It's YouTube. YouTube changed. It was May 15th when they did that shit. We can still take them out, but just let them know. Yeah, we don't want it to be unwatchable for you. We don't need 50,000 ads. Now, the thing is, they line up a bunch of ads, and they're tailor-made to you, so each ad slot's not going to show every time. The problem is, if you have a VPN or an ad blocker, which you can absolutely have, they're going to flood you with more ads. They're going to try to, which is stupid, because you'll just find a better ad blocker that'll work better. But we'll take care of it. Thanks for letting me know. My Dixie wrecked. But if you guys are experiencing tumor, we try to remove them. We're supposed to be removing them. And if that doesn't happen, let me know, and we'll get rid of them. You could also listen to it on Spotify, Audible, and stuff. But Audible it's Spotify. We're going to start uploading videos of the podcast. But yeah, just let me know if it happens. I'm sorry about that. It's my birthday. Y'all made last year better. Thanks. Eric Brown, you make every day better. Ministry of Wrongthink. A Ukrainian girl can survive a nuclear cable superpower invading her country, but a year in a black neighborhood? Nope. What's your favorite episode of Doctor Who? I mean, of all of it, of classic Doctor Who is it's a special. It's not a special, but it's City of Death. City of Death. Of modern Doctor Who, my favorite episode, I like the 50th. I like Utopia. I like Blink. I like Midnight, the 11th Hour. Fell asleep on my phone once and accidentally called 911. Cops scared the crap out of me when they showed up and slammed my door. Hail Frank.
Wow.
X-ray. JWT6577, thanks for joining up. Very excited. Eggers started filming Werewolf today. Yes. Can't wait to see it. Odin beat up a little girl in New Dark. Odin beats up a little girl in New Dark Wolf. Odin?
I haven't watched it, so I have no idea.
I know the Mossad girl like took the case the last episode. I haven't seen the newest episode yet. Let's see how South Park deals with Charlie Kirk. Yep. Holy hell, Charlie Kirk just got shot on campus. He did. MSNBC commentator says Charlie Kirk could have been shot by a supporter firing in fun in celebration. No.
That would be insane.
They did no. That no. Why am I saying no? That could totally be real. That could totally be real.
Think so?
General, so I apologize for questioning you. That could totally be real. Everything happens for a reason. And with every challenge lies a strength you didn't know you had. The more they try to break us apart, the stronger our bond becomes. Good will always win over evil in time, and you are not wrong. And this is evil. I don't know what's behind the shooting. It's evil. It doesn't matter. It's evil. But with this, the murder of that poor young woman, we've seen evil on display with the media. And the best thing you could do is not watch it. Not watch any corporate media. There's people I like at Fox. I like Will Cain a lot. I think Will Cain's a real one. But Fox is can be full of shit too. Like Kennedy and stuff like that. Like Greg Gutfeld's cool. Check Brandon Herrera's tweets on the CNN vid. Could you pull that up? Thanks, Garrett. How can society heal? Well, we got to stop shooting and murdering each other. That would be a good start. How does society heal? It's eventually when it's going to take a long time, Marco. Buckle up. The activists have invaded and infiltrated all of our beloved and not so beloved institutions for decades, and we need to take them back. Trump can't do it. Trump can't do it. He doesn't have enough time. He's too old. Maybe if J.D. Vance takes the reins afterwards, but it is completely up to us. Local elections. Run for office if you have time. Know who's on your school board and know who your county supervisors are and know who your mayor is and give a shit and show up to vote. We have to do that. We can't let one party's judges dominate and run unopposed here in Texas when they're funded by somebody from Europe. You know, Texas is starting to turn things around, but like we got to keep it red here too. You know, we're not letting the Chinese buy farmland. That's great. That should be federal. Okay, what's this?
You don't hate journalists enough.
Hail Brandon Herrera. But speaking of running for office, Brandon Herrera running for Texas 23. Give him a vote.
In which a shooting like this happens.
Yeah, and again, to emphasize what you just emphasized, we don't know any of the full details of this. That we don't know if this was a supporter shooting their gun off in celebration, or so we have no idea about.
Oh my God, you fucking piece of shit! You fucking retarded! A supporter firing his gun off. Every morning when you wake up, take a piss, have some coffee, get your vitamins, say your morning prayers, and don't forget to hate the legacy media. Nordstrom for 300 RSD says Charlie Kirk was supposed to debate Hassan Piker very soon. I was looking forward to that too, because he would have wiped the fucking floor with that fucking big muffin top retard. But that Hassan Piker is a testament to America, ladies and gentlemen, because even retarded communists can make it in this country because of capitalism. Nothing wrong with the capitalism. There's nothing wrong with the free enterprise. Don't try to make me feel guilty. I'm so tired of hearing your lies. There's nothing wrong with the making some profit. If you ask me, I say it's just fine. There's nothing wrong with wanting to live nice. I'm so tired of hearing you whine about the revolution and bringing down the rich. When was the last time you dug a ditch, baby? Capitalism by Oingo Boingo. UVU Hospital is a very good one. He is in the hospital in critical condition. Hope and pray he makes it out this alive. If he does, that's fucking awesome. And I am, prayers to Charlie Kirk. Don't even know the guy. Very good debater. Smart guy. Never had it. Kind of liked what he said. I loved that he leaned into the South Park. That's what you have to do. But there's so much low-hanging fruit that South Park just conveniently missed. But Marco, how does society heal? I wish I had an answer for that. It will. It will heal. These are some gnarly times we're in. The deep state just got kicked in the balls last November. The legacy media is in its death throes, but they're going to, they're like a cornered animal. And when there's a cultural shift, there's usually a lot of chaos. And this year has been pure chaos. Pure chaos. And, Trump hasn't made all the right moves. But I wouldn't expect him to. It would have been nice for Biden to make one right move, which he didn't do. How do we heal though? Family. Oh, don't open Twitter?
Yeah. A lot of stuff on Twitter right now. I'm always on Twitter just checking updates, and today's just going to be one of those days. I'm not going to be updated.
Well,
I don't want to be.
My wife's going to go right to like, that could happen to me. I get it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I get it. It's like, so, but like we're worried about Charlie Kirk right now. So how do we heal? Family. That's the most important thing. That's all I could say right now is family, friends. There's a lot I can't say on this platform. I'm angry. I'm very angry. Things like this will cause some of the left to sway, plus middle of the road will resent them more, says Marco.
Yep.
Well, hopefully some people on the left wake up and go, oh, well, these are our people. But most of them just want to beat Trump. They just want to win. But we're talking about people who trans their kid. Who trans their fucking kids. Do you think there's any kind of moral foundation there? Who trans their little kids? Jedediah Baker, thank you for the $4.99. Japanese Demon Lord, a beer, Lucifer for $5. If there is a revolution here in America, it will not end well for the left. The majority of gun owners and military veterans are on one side. Yep. That's why we don't want to have one. I don't want to have one. I don't want it. I don't want one. I really don't. 7-7 for $5. Divinity walks among you in human form, your older sisters and brothers who have seen what most have yet to do. We are on the case. We stand by your side. Demon Slayer for 40 yen says Simone run of Wonder Woman was better than Ruka's. Gail Simone's? Yes, it was. Yes, what? She's a mediocre writer. All right. Do we have any new news?
Nothing as of yet that I've seen. Campus is closed. Of course. That makes sense. And events like this from now on, because I saw a tweet where they didn't do metal detector tests, and I think that's going to be something that's pretty standard from now on for events like that. Probably.
Chat says Glenn Beck says Charlie may be stabilized. Oh, he's gone.
Is he?
I don't know. Wait, hang on. Let's hang on.
I've been trying to watch live updates on the the news because I don't want to be on Twitter.
Left is the party of murder, says Elon Musk. Yep. Nobody knows yet. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just reading off the chat. None of this is verified at all. But
Rated M for $4.99 says MSNBC said it could have been a supporter shooting gun of celebration. You don't hate the media enough.
Yep.
New level unlocked, Gary.
Yep, we just saw that video.
I hope he makes it though.
The left lectured us for the last decade about the dangers of violence from the right. From assassination attempts for President Trump to Brian Thompson to United Healthcare CEO being murdered, now to Charlie Kirk. The danger was actually on the left, says Sean McGuire. Elon just retweeted it. Of course. Yeah. Accuse your opponent of what you are about to do or what you're doing. What's that, X-Ray Girl? You gonna say?
Oh, just more super chats are coming in. Okay. I can read them if you want. Master of Puppets for 5 says it was not BYU, but UVU, a different school.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
BYU.
Thank you.
Pray for Charlie, good vibes. And Cole Hauser for 2 says just pray, pray, and pray. I am sad for this world. I agree.
Is Jeremy live?
If he's not, I'd be surprised. Let me see. Oh, yeah, he is live.
Rules for radicals. I was going to say we just bleed into that. Maybe I'll have him send me the link. I'm not done talking about this, but I know you got to go. No, I was just banging. I'm banging. Hang on. I'm still live streaming.
Okay. We have another super chat here. The Rain X1 for $5 says, healing happens if we keep shining the light on truth on the darkness around us. The old man is a coward. I hope he stays a nameless NPC forever.
Mel's a little upset. There's a lot of people who are very upset. Even like Ryan says, words can't explain the fucking rage I feel right now. I'm fucking sick. Yeah, it's I haven't been this pissed in a long time, guys.
Just violence is not okay, and it sucks seeing a life go. You never want to see someone, especially someone who has so much promise and so young.
Yep. Do you want to? I'll see if.
I was gonna raid D-Day Cobra.
I'm gonna tell him to send me a link.
Okay. I can text him. I can text him.
I'm gonna butt in on his stream. I am fucking pissed. Oh, sorry, guys. I know you come here for fun, but Jesus fucking Christ, man. What a week. What a week. But do not get demoralized. Glenn Beck just reported that he hears that he was stabilized. Okay.
That's good to hear.
That's good to hear. I hope so. I really hope so. Don't get demoralized by this. That's what they want. That's what they want. So stay strong. Be angry. Be angry. Call these fuckers out. Like you always have been. Hail the fellowship. Call these fuckers out.
Yeah. We got Mikey Gusler, membership message. I don't want to hear anyone on the left say any more about love and compassion. Definitely now it is worth less. I'm praying for Charlie and his family. Whit G for 10 says, much love to you both. Thank you for being here with us. Jeremy David for 5 says they are terrorists. DJ 7223 for 2 says Utah Valley General closest hospital is amazing.
Good.
I hope so.
Utah's a good place. It's a good state. We almost lived there. Again, they want you demoralized and they want to bait you into violence. That's why they do drag queen story hour. That's why they do shit like this. They want to bait because, as we spoke about earlier, before even we knew Charlie was shot, they need their opponents to be Nazis. They need them to be white supremacists. That's why they spin this narrative and stick with it, because they've been sticking with it, and it's a lie, and they know it's a lie. But if they can bait you into violence, if they can get a bunch of people to light tiki torches, they'll bitch about that. Look what they did with January 6th, which was an op, which was an absolute psyop, and people bit, unfortunately. And people bit.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to demoralize you. And like, listen, we're the level-headed ones, but everybody's got a tipping point.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a tipping point.
Andrew for $2 says, I'm glad you're here to help us process. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I have the link, Johnny. I sent it to Gary already.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna just force my way on a D-Day Cobra stream.
Yeah. No, he's welcoming you. So yeah.
No, I think we need to talk about it, and shoot, we've got the protest coming up in the UK on the 13th. We've got stuff going down in Nepal. We got stuff going down in France. This just happened. It's almost like they want it destabilized. It's almost like they want to ruin trust in voting. It's almost like they want to ruin trust in the judicial system so they can break the system and remake it in their glorious utopian deep state image. And we will eat the bugs and own nothing. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Yeah. Eddie Brock for €250 says there are some left streamers praising this. Oh God, really? That's disgusting. Infuriating.
Which ones? That fat cunt in a hijab, or they're all on Twitch, right?
Probably.
The place with the CEO who fucking creeps on the teenage girls that are on his platform. Yeah. I'm not shocked. Yeah, Frogan.
Destiny? Oh, probably.
Destiny's a chick. I mean, he counts as a chick.
Yeah. Kilgan in 84 for 2 says, look at Hassan's tweet on Kirk's shooting. Is it going to get us angry, though?
Yeah,
like I said, I'm staying off Twitter.
We can we'll look at it on Jeremy's stream. The
and-
schizos and psychos on Blue Shit and Reddit are already celebrating the shit. Infuriates me. Okay.
Crazy.
Critical condition. All right, I'm gonna head over to Jeremy's stream. Go check out Day Cobra. Go check out our brother. I just invited myself on his stream. So
yeah.
Guess I'm streaming today. And everybody, prayers to Charlie Kirk. And thanks everybody for listening. Again, I'm like sorry. Like normally we're gonna cover entertainment and be counter programming to politics, but this is a
big one.
This is a content creator. This is a commentator that's pretty popular around these parts. Seems like a genuine nice guy, a dad with some very young children and a wife, who was apparently, he was shot for words. Shot for words. So you guys be safe. I'll see you in a few minutes. X-Ray Girl, thank you so much for your help today. You did a great job today.
Thank you. Yeah. Be safe out there, everyone.
Be safe. Thank you.